फ्रांस वाले बंदे ने साइन कर दिया, यूके पे गया तो यूके वाले कस्टम्स ऑफिस पे गया, उसने देखा जर्मनी इज फाइन, फ्रांस इज फाइन, इंडिया से जब तुम आए तो किसी ने साइन नहीं किया. वेल इट्स नॉट साइंड, यू कांट ट्रैवल विद दिस गियर, लीव योर स्टफ हियर, पे 50% of its value right now in pounds to us, which is half a fucking crore. अरे बहुत चीजें हुई. Like the German police have let dogs loose on us.
What?
Once, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. France में some old lady called the police on us thinking we're terrorists.
This guy pulls out a gun and right there.
अरे भाई क्या होने वाला है?
What is up, good people? Welcome to episode 3 of the Sinusoidal podcast. This episode has been powered by Muso Soup. A huge shout out to them for making these conversations possible. This is episode 3 with Karan Katiyar from Bloodywood. Thank you so much for joining us, Karan.
My pleasure, man.
कैसे हो? How are things going?
All good, all good.
What did you eat for breakfast this morning?
I had Digene.
Oh, shit. But what is a normal morning for you like? Are you an early person?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
100%.
What time do you start your day?
I would like to start my day at 6.
Yeah.
But generally, 7:30 push ho jata hai.
Yeah.
Mostly. And most of the days, I don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
Because every day is the same to me when I'm
it's
home,
just working. You're just
So,
on
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Nice. And you get like a lot of work done in the morning, or what is it like? You get up. Is there like a whole process to it? What is
It keeps changing, man.
Yeah?
It just keeps changing. It really depends on whether we're in the middle of writing music, whether we're right after, a tour, we're taking a break. कुछ
Yeah.
ऐसा हो.
Yeah.
So that's very different. आजकल मैं सुबह उठ के झाड़ू पोछा लगाता हूँ.
Oh, wow,
To get
man.
my activity.
Yeah, that's crazy.
झाड़ू
One of the best
पोछा.
workouts, right?
Yeah.
Organic.
Not just that, dude. Listen to the whole thing. Okay, मैं झाड़ू पोछा लगाऊंगा. ठीक है. I'll empty the dishwasher. I'll put the dishes in the where they belong. I go downstairs and buy whatever groceries I need to because I think Blinkit is making us very lazy in general. And then I climb 21 floors back up to my house.
Whoa, you take the stairs.
Yeah, 21 floors, man.
Like carrying all of the groceries.
It's not too much.
and all
थोड़ा
those
थोड़ा
stuff.
because I'm going every day now, तो थोड़ा सा होता है.
ये भी सही है. Daily का हो जाता है. You don't have to do like हफ्ते भर की shopping.
Yeah. But that's the reason I'm doing this is because we just came off a tour
Yeah.
where activity is at its max. So when I check the health app on my phone, उसमें 26,000 steps, and then after that you play a show also, तो वो तो count नहीं होता because your phone isn't with you
Alright,
when
of
you're
course,
on
on
stage.
stage you're not-
So and then
yeah.
we're loading in, loading out. इतनी activity, and then when you come back home, it's down to fucking 3,000 steps.
Yeah, shit.
4,000. So my body just
Such a
couldn't take
change.
it. Yeah, ki
Damn, man.
why am I so still? I got irritable and shit, so I just started doing all
That's
of this
nice.
stuff.
So I think it's good that you're aware enough to know ki that's happening to you. Would have taken maybe a couple of times. I know you guys would have done your first rounds of tours since 2019, and then
Yeah, I mean, back then we were much younger
yeah,
because we've been touring for 6 years now.
yeah,
Okay, like
It's
2019
insane.
when we did our first tour.
yeah.
So back then when you're like younger, so it doesn't hit you as much. Now I'm just getting old and senile, and all these little things just add up. So yeah, you got to keep your activity up, dude.
Yeah. And it was actually, I think it was to the day 6 years ago. So Machi Basad was 23rd April 2019. It's almost we're in that week of a 6-year anniversary. So it's
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty crazy. I was thinking about that on the way here.
Oh, nice.
I was like,
Right,
this
wow,
is
6 years, dude. Like 6 years to that song.
crazy, right?
Time flies.
Yeah, if you look back and it's almost must be like a time vortex of a tunnel where you can see that and you can see all these other
Yeah.
instances flying around it. But it's,
But I think these 2 years that COVID took away,
yeah.
I think that kind of created a dilation for everyone. Ki
Oh,
ye
yeah,
2 saal gaye kahan?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
So, when was the first time that Karan had an interaction with music? What was that first, like the earliest memory of having an interaction with music?
I really can't tell. Music's been around us, every one of us, no matter which part of India you're from. I mean, not from the exact moment you're born, but maybe a few minutes after.
In many ways, we're celebrating everyone. There's probably somebody's going to be singing. Kuch folk song chal raha hoga background mein. When was the first time you played an instrument, and was that the guitar? Did you start with?
No, actually, I started with what we call the keyboard in India, which is actually like a piano, but it's a keyboard. I think this was in the year 1996. I'm that fucking old. I mean, I was 6 years old at that time. So my mom sent me to like this teacher who used to teach classical music, and you know that's where I started learning the keyboard and you know some classical vocals, but did that for maybe a couple of years, which was kind of forced on to you know जो होता है ना बच्चों को कहीं भेजना है कुछ करने के लिए या कुछ तो करो या co-curricular करो, which is kind of surprising for my parents because they they wouldn't be interested in anything but studies.
Oh really?
But yeah, so I'm kind of surprised कि भेज दिया था 2 साल के लिए. But yeah, that was probably the first instrument I played.
Nice.
But music's always been around, you know. Yeah.
And then somewhere down the line I think you just saw the guitar. What was that moment like? Was there a thing where you're like मुझे गिटार बजाना है?
Yeah, so I know that moment.
Yeah.
कि हाँ, so because I was in a convent school, okay, St. Xavier's. वहाँ पे you know generally music का culture ज़्यादा होता है, right?
Yeah.
तो the one thing we used to do was in school like we'd bring our Walkman. You know?
So
I mean, I didn't have one, but my friends would bring their Walkman and, you know, they'd bring cassettes and all, and, you know, we used to listen to all kinds of music because backbenchers हैं तो, you know, बैठ के सुनेंगे जब class चल रही है because we want to act cool.
कुछ तो करना है.
Yeah, exactly. I remember the first time I heard heavy music, which is when my friend Ketan, he got a cassette which said Linkin Park Hybrid Theory.
Oh, man.
And I heard the music and I was just like completely blown away by, you know, the energy that was blasting through these little Sony के जो वो थे earphones जो साथ में आते थे. And I heard the whole thing in one go. Man. And I asked Ketan, यार ये Linkin Park किस बंदे का नाम है? Linkin Park कौन से vocalist का नाम है भाई? क्योंकि it was all vocalists, no?
We didn't have the idea of band.
Yeah, exactly. कि भाई vocalist, वो गाता कौन है, you know? And he was like, you fucking idiot, it's a band. ये होता है, वो होता है, अच्छा ये होता है, उसमें ऐसा बजता है, ये सब वो सब. So that's when I heard heavy music for the first time, introduced to heavy music and introduced to the energy that, you know, metal music brings. I think the first album does really shape you. You know, as a person.
So that's when you knew that you have this love for heavy music.
100%.
And you wanted
because,
to play.
you know, it wasn't everyone's cup of tea. And I couldn't understand it. You know, I didn't know why I was so obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, most of the class was like, hey, what is this shit? You know, I don't want to listen to it.
You need a little bit of that rebel factor also, would you say? Were you a rebel growing up?
No.
Not really?
No. I was a rebel after growing up.
After growing up?
Yeah.
Did your parents not allow you to be one? Or?
Yeah, dude.
Very strict.
They had like a chokehold on me.
Yeah. What was it like? How was music in the house? Like when you said you wanted to play.
Non-existent.
Even when you said like you heard Hybrid Theory.
Yeah.
And then you kind of, did you go and say, okay, I want to play guitar now, or I want to kind of create this music? Or
No.
None of that.
Even to listen to that cassette, which I borrowed from him, I would step out of the house, get in my dad's car, play it in the stereo. Because I didn't want my parents to freak out when, you know, if I'm playing it inside the house. And we didn't even have like a cassette player inside the house. Yeah. You know, our exposure to music inside the house was only through the TV or the radio. Yeah, so no, I didn't ask my parents that I wanna play the guitar or anything. I just sold my first phone I had and bought a guitar and didn't let my parents know that I have a guitar.
What? How did you pull that off?
I hid it under my bed.
The guitar?
Yeah, it was an acoustic guitar. It was a very cheap one. Okay, Gibson. Yeah.
The OG.
The nakli one. The nakli one, you know. So,
no, वही OG. I'm calling that only OG.
Achha, you're calling
India के लिए Gibsons were the
Gibson.
It's the knockoff of Gibson, obviously, like the brand we all know and love. But I think a lot of us.
Everyone relates. I'm really glad that was my first guitar because the action itna high tha. And
my God.
to really play something, I had to really press hard. And then when I switched to the electric, it was also fucking easy.
You're like,
I was miles ahead of everyone else by the time I shifted to the electric.
Shitty guitars really go a long way in the
start with a shitty guitar. If you play like Sweet Child of Mine on a very shitty acoustic guitar with an inch higher action, you're set for life.
Did you play in any other projects or any other bands before Bloodywood?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about some?
There were like college bands, nothing of note per se. Okay, lots of college bands. I was kicked out of a couple also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by my best friends.
Oh really? Yeah. what was the reason?
So I think somewhere around when we were in the second year of college, I was already playing in like 2-3 bands, अलग-अलग projects. मेरे अपने भी project थे इधर-उधर. So there was this, and we were like in that phase कि we're gonna get out of college soon and we don't know what we're gonna do. We should start making money out of this, and because we all play together, let's just do some, that typical वो जो rock on वाली कहानी है. You try to play some commercial stuff, and we tried to play some commercial stuff. Me, Kushagra, and a couple of other friends. Roshan was also in the band. Roshan, who's still the bassist of Bloodywood. So he was also there.
Nice.
He also got kicked out along with me. So I don't really know the reason why we got kicked out, but we were very happy कि we got kicked out because we didn't really want to do it. We did one show at one wedding which was super weird because that wedding was at like 2 Rajpath something, एक बहुत ही hi-fi address था of some big politician. I don't know how we landed that.
Yeah,
it was the first
crazy.
gig ever, and we were playing like fucking trashy metal versions of these fall ये जो cookie cutter तुम्हारे गाने होते हैं जो शादी में बजते हैं.
शादी वाले जो.
Yeah, and then after we played on stage, the main guy who was coordinating everything within the family of the people who were getting married, he called me out, and there were like a couple of policemen with him, and he opened the trunk of an ambassador and he just handed me like chunks of notes. Okay, here's your payment. I didn't have enough pockets to fill my jacket.
Wow.
इतना सारा पैसा था वो.
Bro, that's amazing.
Yeah, they were very happy कि भाई ये ऐसे एक band आया है जिन्होंने ऐसा music किया है.
That's so cool.
I was like इतने सारे पैसे होंगे मैं क्या करूँ?
First gig.
Yeah,
so
it was first gig.
Very
and
caught off guard. क्या हो रहा है?
I mean, we had negotiated the amount, but we believed that ये पैसा तो मिलेगा ही नहीं हमको. Okay. So I'll tell you, that was it was 50,000 rupees back in 2011.
Wow,
okay.
man, that's
a big deal, a big number. Okay,
epic.
for a 4-piece. Okay.
Wow.
For a 3-piece. Yeah, it was a 3-piece. Yeah.
So you guys, you were on guitar, somebody was on
guitar.
drums, and Roshan was on.
Roshan, it was a 4-piece.
4-piece.
So it was
someone
a 4-piece,
would have been on.
But Roshan was doubling up as something. I can't remember. Dude.
Right. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
He was doing vocals too, and in fact, Roshan was trying to act smart. He was like, listen, 50,000 agar humko mil rahe hai. So you know what I can do? I can also play the drums and sing. We can get rid of the drummer.
Phil Collins overnight ban jata hai.
Roshan is a special case.
Yeah,
he's a special case. He's the guy who will move the least. Off stage. He'll stay in his bunk throughout the tour, we were running joke वो अंडे दे रहा है अंदर, and like he's the least interested in going anywhere, doing anything. But when it comes to sports, you can't beat him at anything.
What?
He's the best at table tennis, the best at cricket, the best at football. पता नहीं क्या scene है
It's like he's conserving all the energy.
Yeah, something like
he's
that.
He's like on Zen mode most of the time.
It's weird, dude. He's still trying to figure that guy out. But yeah, so that was the first gig, and then besides getting all that money, my heart was not into it because I've been playing these metal shows and all of these, and then this one thing that you do to earn money, and it's so weird, like playing in a fucking wedding.
Feels dirty.
I don't know, maybe
just unsatisfied maybe somewhere.
Maybe.
So what happened after that? Did you kind of take a step back? I mean, anyways, you guys were kicked out, so did you try to go back into that scene?
No,
did you say that you guys knew ki this is it, this is not for us?
Yeah.
That takes a lot of guts, man. I think anyone out of college with that kind of a rock on dream, I mean that wasn't my dream. Wouldn't.
It wasn't my dream to play in a commercial band ever. So I wanted to make heavy music no matter what.
Wow.
Right. So after that, I just started. I was already recording myself back in 2010 and 11. So I was just making music constantly.
Nice.
And I think those were probably the most formative years of my musical journey. Just sitting in front of the computer and just writing music all day.
Wow.
So yeah, that's that. And then these guys came back to me when they wanted to record a song. ये जो शादी वाला बैंड था.
अच्छा, घूम फिर के they came back.
Yeah, and they were like, हाँ हमारे पास पैसे नहीं है, कर दे. मैंने कहा हाँ, of course, because I used to love making music, dude. I'd do it for free. कुछ भी होगा मैं करते रहूँगा,
Yeah,
so
love it.
Yeah.
6 years it's been since you guys have been doing this. You guys together, I think, as Bloodywood, the entire team. What has that relationship been like? In fact, I think I have a fun way for you to imagine this, okay? If your band had to be, like this is the behind the scenes, jab you guys are chilling and you're making your music.
Yeah.
If that had to be a TV show, what would you imagine it to be? What do you think would be like?
Probably not a series, but a movie.
Yeah.
It's probably The Hangover.
The Hangover.
Probably.
Really?
Yeah, just with the number of weird shit that keeps happening and the kind of shit we get ourselves into, and, you know, still making it out live and all that stuff.
But yeah, I think I really like this is me as an audience, you know, an audience member watching you guys. What I feel like is it's like you guys are on the edge, like you're taking each other's case all the time, but you're all having fun together. Like this.
Yeah.
One of the things I saw was when you surprised the boys with an impromptu Goa plan.
Yeah.
And Jayant is sitting there in the front, and I think Rahul already knew. You picked him up first. So, and you guys are just like, guess. And Jayant is like, yaar, bata do, what is this? You know, like, mera BP badha rahe ho. And I just found that to be like a very wholesome kind of like with each other, you know.
Yeah.
Is that
because it was wholesome, you saw it, and it was short, because everything else is not wholesome.
Really?
We're the worst motherfuckers on the planet, okay? We will fucking take each other's case to a degree till someone starts crying.
Oh my god, what are you saying, man? Really?
And then everyone's like, oh my god, why are we so bad? Why are we so
why do we do
I mean,
this?
yeah, like I'll give you an example, okay? On this particular tour, Sarthak the Dhol player.
Yeah.
He has an Excel sheet, okay?
Achha.
He made an Excel sheet. Name of person, column 1.
Right.
Okay. Wanted to say column 2, ended up saying column 3. Okay. So, you know, the kind of pressure that kind of shit puts on you. You have to watch each and every word you say.
Very militant with each other.
Yeah, like I mean, if you mispronounce one word, Sarthak will open his phone, just add it to the sheet, and then everyone else is gonna laugh about it throughout and you know, it's all kinds of bizarre stuff. I can't even explain. But if you go through the list, you'll die laughing.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. You guys literally
actually let me just call Sarthak and tell him
yeah,
to send that
please,
list to me.
that would be amazing.
I hope he picks up because he's such a busy guy.
Yeah.
Suspense.
Yeah.
He's a very busy guy. I'll just tell him to call back ASAP.
Yes.
Super.
Yes, please.
Call back ASAP. Super urgent. मैं hospital में हूँ.
Oh my god. This is what you meant. Not so friendly pranks. I love it. You saw it first at Sinusoidal.
Oh shit, I'm feeling really guilty about it, but
No, that's cool, man. You remember what I told you, right? It's cool, honestly. So, who's generally leading on that? Who makes the most amount of mistakes?
most amount of mistakes.
Yeah,
That's
like-
Vishesh, the drummer.
अच्छा, yeah.
Yeah. उसने हमारे टूर बस को ट्रक बोल दिया था गलती से.
Oh man.
ठीक है, उस पे हमने जो
Game over.
and then टेस्ट को टिस्ट बोल दिया था.
Oh shit.
ठीक है, console का console बोल दिया था. Right, like
That's like fair enough, dude. Everyone.
dude, it's not fair when it's being added to a list. Okay, it's not fair.
If you want to stay sharp, guys, you know the secret to being like in sync as a band. Make a scoreboard and be militant with each other. But how is it when you guys are working? When you guys are, I think you've spoken about this a little bit, but I really wanted to know how you guys split the work of the band. Is it something that I know you do a lot of the production work, like heavy lifting in that sense? Are there other bits that everybody kind of takes up?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
What is it like?
So I do everything related to, you know, the music and the videos. Most of those things. Rahul takes care of press and, you know, posting on socials.
Nice.
Jayan takes care of merch stores globally. That's mostly it. Roshan handles logistics for, you know, everything like keeping track of our gear and everything.
Oh man, that's
Sarthak handles playback and getting the playback rig set up and tech stuff.
Wow.
If we have to look, you know, go into a Dante system, I can go on and on about this. So
yeah.
Vishesh takes care of himself, which is
And the drum kit, which is, I'm sure that's
that's a lot of work.
in itself.
It's a lot
right?
of work. Yeah. So everyone has their jobs.
Yeah. So even this is, I think, from what you told me, it's like even when you're on tour, when you're off tour, all of it is just everyone's kind of active all the time.
Yeah.
In any way, do you feel that you, Rahul, and Jayant are more active off tour?
So the thing is, off tour, even when we are off tour,
Yeah.
we're still working towards the next tour.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So like we've got 2 years of tours planned already.
Yeah. Wow.
They'll be announced one by one when the time is right, and you know when you know everyone agrees to it and all of that stuff. But I would say creatively, it's exclusively me, Rahul, and Jayant.
Right.
But functioning wise, it's all of us.
Right. Takes everybody to make it happen.
Yeah,
Nice.
100%. You know, it needs an army to run, you know, a band on a global operation level.
Yeah.
You know, itni cheeze hoti hai na, like, and you're dealing with so many time zones and trying to make everything happen at the same time.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
What is like one thing which is like least expected thing? Ki, you know, there are some things which are very invisible part of the job. Ki bahar se you think I want to be a rock star, but when you get there, there are some things which just like you're
Wait,
like,
first I gotta correct you.
yeah.
No one wants to be a rock star, okay? None of us ever wanted to be rock stars, right? Because I fucking hate that word. Everyone hates that word. We just wanted to play heavy music.
Right.
That's really it.
Right.
And make a living out of it.
So when you have a dream and you know you have a dream you're chasing, you're trying to get to that point, right? Where whatever level of success you define for yourself.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to know is what is one like invisible kind of part of the job which may not be so fun or something which we may not even think that it even exists.
No one tells you how many enemies you're going to make. No one tells you how many
Yeah.
times you have to shut down people, how many times you have to be extremely rude because there is no way out. Where you have to, you know, absolutely get at someone's throat to get something done. Otherwise, it's the end of your career.
Wow.
You know,
Really
stuff
high
like
stakes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
you know,
is-
things get very drastic, dude, and very dramatic at the same time.
Yeah.
But someone's got to do it.
So when you started out back in 2017, was Bloodywood your brainchild back then? Just at the inception of the project, would you say?
I would say it didn't start off in 2017.
Yeah.
Probably started off somewhere in, if you're talking about brainchild moments, somewhere in 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2011, actually 2012. Because that's when I was putting out metal versions of certain, you know, Bollywood songs,
Yeah,
which
pop
were, you know,
tracks, Bollywood.
not really metal versions, but more like, you know, complete disrespect of the original song and turning it into something really, you know,
Yeah,
really
I mean,
horrible.
it makes it
metal-wise.
evolve. I don't know
Yeah.
why you would say disrespect, but
It was meant that way. so.
Acha. I don't think it would have been received that way though. It's
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
For example, the Honey Singh thing we did
Huh.
way back in the day. He has this insanely metal music video about for this song called Weed Pila De Sajna. Okay. If you, I don't know whether you remember the
Not seen the video.
music, the music
Remember the
video.
song.
He's in this weird Aztec-looking place, and he's got like glowing eyes, and you know there are tribal people all around him, and you know it's
What the hell? I need to check this
yeah,
out.
You should. You
This
should.
sounds very
It's
cool.
the most metal music video India's ever made.
That's saying something coming from Karan.
yeah. You should take a look at that video.
Yeah. Your performances have been like epic, right? And they've just been getting more and more epic. I've not had the pleasure of seeing you guys live myself.
Okay.
From through the screen, the experience
Right.
that I've had. And I want to know what goes into creating that performance. Now we already know that you guys booked out, you know, a venue to do a dry run before you went on tour.
Yeah, that
the
was
Arjigans.
way
That was a
back
way
in the day.
way back, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of gathered that there is a lot of thought going into the performance side of things. But if you could tell us just how much and what the scale of that is like, you know, before going on scale. What are the things you guys are going over and
What I can do is give you numbers, all right?
Oh, yes,
In terms
absolutely.
of how many hours we put into this. So if we have a tour coming up and we have a new set list, we rehearse for 2 months straight, 6 hours every day.
No
and
excuses.
you know, sometimes we have Sundays off. You know, sometimes someone has another gig, you know, because
Right, yeah.
Sarthak and Vishesh and sometimes Roshan, they still have their own commercial projects to
Right,
do.
yeah.
But that's our ritual, you know.
Yeah, nice.
And, you know, for the first 2 weeks of those 2 months, we nail the songs without moving. And after that, it's all about, you know, playing flawlessly and moving flawlessly at the same
Wow.
time. Because it's one thing to sit down and play your guitar, it's another to stand up and play your guitar. It's another thing entirely to fucking move around and, you know, do
Wow.
these weird circles and, you know, just
Spin.
dodging everyone else and playing at the same time. These are
Wow,
3
man.
different levels. So, and I'm just talking about guitars. So, you know, it's different for dhol, it's different for vocalists, it's different. I mean, not too different for the bass, but
Yeah.
you get my point.
I get what
Yeah.
you're saying. So a lot of the action that we're seeing on stage, even that is worked on. Is it choreographed as well to a small degree? Would you say?
To a degree,
Yeah?
I'd say what happens is, you know, what we do choreograph, if you can call it choreography, is know that we cannot be moving out of sync. You know, we can't have one guy going like this and one guy, you know, doing this. You know, we can't have that.
Wow. Yeah.
We decide that, you know, okay, this is the tempo.
Yeah.
This is how the drums are going, and this is how we're supposed to
This
move
is
generally.
the energy we feel. in
The
this.
way we interchange our positions and everything, that's not decided upon.
Yeah,
But what
right.
happens is when you play so many shows,
Yeah.
you know, if you did one thing the last show and you suddenly remember right before that part is coming that, oh, I did this cool thing in the
Yeah.
last show, and you
People
look at
liked
your bandmate who was a part of that thing,
Uh-huh.
and you know, you kind of understand that
Yeah,
we're going to do the same thing. Oh yeah, we're going to do it. All right, let's do it.
And then it just
Yeah.
naturally goes
Yeah,
into.
so that's how, you know,
So nice.
for example, on this tour,
Uh-huh.
right before you know, Tadka starts, the first riff starts.
Yeah.
What I did was I had some water in my mouth, which I threw up in the air.
Huh.
Okay, and then someone put a story of it.
Huh.
Okay, and it looked really cool.
Yeah.
So what happened the next day? Okay, when I did it, I saw Sarthak also did it with me.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
And then I spoke to Roshan. I said, listen, 2 people doing it is not symmetry. We need 3. Okay, so he started doing it too. So it's these weird things that, you know, we just kind of do, and, you know, it just becomes a part of the thing. You know,
Yeah.
just part of the routine. in
It's
itself.
like a
Yeah.
living, breathing thing. The performance
Yeah.
itself kind of evolves. And
Yeah, it keeps
Yeah.
evolving into other things. I don't know whether it gets better or worse, but
Hmm.
it just keeps changing. It's about maintaining the same kind of energy on that
Yeah.
particular part. If it's a slow headbang, it has to be a
Wow.
half-time headbang. If it's a part where
Wow.
we go completely wild, we all have to go wild. It can't
That's
be
so
like, you know,
cool.
one guy's just standing like this and
Yeah.
everyone else is not.
it's the art of moving while you're playing. I think Victor Wooten
Yeah.
also loves to dance, and
Oh.
the bass guy.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
also he's always, his advice is like, you got to keep moving.
Gotta keep moving.
I think when you guys do that in sync, it's just you're creating that that expression and that
Yeah.
vibration, that frequency
Yes.
for people to kind of absorb, and that's
Yes. Because
yeah.
we are all entertainers.
yeah.
You can't think too highly of yourself and believe that I'm above this. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this. That's not cool. People are here for my music. No, people are there to get entertained, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta put up a show. You gotta feel your music. If you made the music that you like, you don't have to
Yes.
put effort towards it.
Yeah.
You know, so give your 100%, and people will come back the next time and call their friends.
Yeah.
So that's a good.
I see that you guys are dedicated, let's say, towards your craft, obviously, over the years, you know.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you guys have a certain level of like playfulness when you're approaching your craft.
Yeah.
When you guys were talking about how you arrived at your sound, you were saying you started with Mundiya to Bach Ke Rahi. That was first, na?
Yeah.
Then Tunak Tunak Tun.
Yeah.
Fir
Yeah.
Ari Ari. And you said ki Ari Ari mein, you know, you were literally like, you said ki ye variable tha, and that the songs were popular and we took it out. I just felt very cool ki you're able to approach your music with that kind of a thing. So what is that attitude like? And if you had to kind of tell us or tell me to kind of take this kind of similar approach, what would you say?
Being playful is not for everyone. Okay, you can't expect Steven Wilson to be playful. You can't expect, I don't know, Ghost to be playful. You can't expect everyone who takes their music very seriously, because the music, the art that they project is extremely serious. If they come up with a funny song, they're going to lose everything. So
Nice.
it really depends on what you're
makes a
making.
lot of sense,
Yeah.
man.
And I know that, you know, sometimes you want to be playful and you want to be, you know, different to what you've projected. Or maybe, you know, the music that you put out isn't exactly the music you wanted to work, but it worked. You know, that happens.
Right.
Sometimes that happens, but that
Yeah.
happens to everyone. Like, look at Bhuvan Bam. Okay, the guy from BBQ Vines.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a musician.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, he did this comedy stuff, right? And he became more popular for comedy than music. No one really cares about his music, to be honest.
That's
The thing with art is, once you put it out there,
Yeah.
it's not yours.
It's
Not yours anymore. Okay, it belongs to the people who appreciate it too, and you have to serve them. If you
Yeah.
want to do something else, do it on the side under some other name.
I really like what you said, that being playful worked for you guys.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
I think actually makes so much sense.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
always like that, you know,
That's
even from
your-
the
you
beginning.
guys- that's
we
your
have very
energy.
few serious songs, but when we are serious, we are serious. We don't have an element of, you know, comedy to the serious songs. You can't have an element of comedy in a song that talks about culture.
Yeah,
Okay, you can't have
absolutely not.
comedy in a song that talks about depression.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can have comedy in a song that talks about food,
Yeah.
or a song that talks about working out, or
Yeah.
you know, anything else. But
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
you got to keep it, I would say, थोड़ा सा अलग रखना पड़ता है. Thankfully we have the option to be funny also and be serious also. It does divide our audience. I will not lie about that. So whenever we come, when we do something goofy, for example, when we released Tadka, the song about food, Indian cooking. So when we did that, we got comments like, "Oh wow, what's next? A song about jeans?" Stuff like that. So
metal.
exactly. So if we do something, we tend to lose a bit of the other side, but that's okay. We are still boys after all, so we don't want to be serious all the time. We want to be how we are. And I know it sounds very rich coming from us, but it's fine.
Even with G Veere, that, and I know that was a very, very powerful song which helped a lot of people worldwide. That would have been an amazing feeling to share with people, right?
Yeah, it changed our lives, dude. That song changed our lives more than it could have, more than any other song could have.
Wow.
Because that's when we understood what music can do.
Yeah, the real power.
Yeah. Wow, we were like, holy shit, this is not what we expected.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did it feel overwhelming also?
Very.
Yeah.
Very. Like, dude, it was, it changed a lot of things for us. A lot of things for us. Man. That one song and certain songs after that.
You guys also worked with, was it an association for mental health, or was it, I'm sorry, I'm not remembering the exact.
What we had done was we'd like bought counseling sessions and given them out for free, working with one particular therapist.
Yeah.
And people just took it forward from there. It became like a thing, So they would take a session and they would pay it back so that someone else can use it too. Because it helped them out.
That is actually so.
Yeah, it kept on for years, dude. It just kept on for years, and we were like,
really?
what's happening? Yeah.
It's just like love paying itself forward.
Have you seen the movie Pay It Forward?
No, I haven't actually.
You should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gotta check that out.
That's also a very, one of the movies that defined my childhood.
Yeah. Have you guys been getting styled by somebody? Because I have to say, absolutely love everybody's outfits and everybody's vibes on stage. Is somebody doing the magic, or you guys are just...
No, it's just us.
Yeah. Boys have just like got custom clothes and everything.
No, they're not. I mean, Jayant's clothes are now custom.
Oh man, nice.
I'm still wearing patchwork stuff, like something bought from here, from there, just combined to make it look.
That's so cool, man. That kurta that you wear with the this thing. I don't know what to call it. The straps.
I don't know what to call it too. We call it the bra backstage.
Current ki bra pehna do.
Exactly. When I have to wear it, I'm like, oh yaar, ye lag nahi raha, pehna hai zara. Arey yaar, iski bra fit hi nahi ho
But it looks really epic. It's such a solid vibe. And then when all of the beautiful people make caricatures and sketches of you guys, and then you see everybody in like those outfits, it's like an anime scene, That's what it feels like to me. It's like, Karan, uski superpower ye hai. Rahul ki superpower is voice. Jayant ki superpower is voice.
It's like the artwork is जो लोग बनाते हैं.
Yeah, man.
Top tier, dude.
Oh, that must just be like so like soul warming.
100%.
Have you heard this band Pineapple Express?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
What any thoughts on them? What do you feel about their music?
They should be much bigger than what they are right now. They should honestly be at the top.
Wow. I think one thing that even you admired about them was the fact that they're able to bring that Carnatic flavor into their music.
That's there. Yeah? That's there. But in all honesty, their strength is in when they let the song breathe. Have you heard Vultures? That song should, it should be the best-selling song, best-selling rock song in the world. Okay, best-selling prog rock song in the world. It should have been when it was released. It's that good.
Yeah.
They let the song breathe and they made a masterpiece. Okay, I don't know why they don't make more music. I don't know why they're so infrequent in releases. I don't know. I have a lot of problems with them because they don't release music.
Yogi, we're coming for you, man. You got to get some more music out there. Recently, even the Downtroddens, they had their album release after like 10 odd years, I think it was. Ayakti Hees. And they collaborated with T.M. Krishna, who is a lovely gem of a person, and he's also a really great Carnatic vocalist. Yeah. Can we expect that kind of a direction from Bloodywood?
Yeah, we constantly have that. Like, we have more instruments in this album than we ever had before. In terms of vocals, I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah.
Because we only had that with Baby Metal.
Hmm.
You know, with our collab with Baby Metal. It was,
Right.
I mean, it wasn't a collab. It was them featuring on our song,
Huh.
which is I learned which are two different things.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not-
So a collab, or when you see a song which says artist X, artist 2.
Huh.
Okay, that's a collab. That's when two bands or two artists wrote the song together.
Oh.
Artist featuring artist 2
Huh.
means artist wrote the song. Artist 2 is
Acha.
just featuring in it.
Nice. Okay.
So that's how it works.
Yeah, I didn't. I had
Even
no
I didn't
idea.
know that
Would have
till
used it
we spoke about it, and
Yeah.
when we were in the process of making. I mean, after everything was
Bake
done,
Off,
we
yeah.
realized that it's a feature. It's not an X and all
Ah,
that. So that was
nice.
new to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you learn something new every day too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So coming back to your question, we are probably not going to do something like what
The Downtrodden.
TDT did.
Yeah,
right?
TDT.
Probably not, because we already have so much unexplored amongst Rahul and Jayant
Oh, nice.
that
Yeah.
having someone, and they're two vocalists already, having a third voice
Hmm.
is a lot for me to deal with.
Yeah.
It's already difficult enough to balance these
Yeah.
two and find a fine tuning between. Add one more and I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So
Frequency
vocals के
range
मामले में
will be-
maybe not,
हाँ.
at least now, but instruments तो पूरे time आते रहते हैं ना. So
हाँ.
yeah, we keep
Do you
doing
also get session players to record? Because I
No.
know you don't.
that. No.
Okay.
We just
Thought
don't
about
have the
or-
time or the budget to it.
Dialing back to Bake Off, I really found it intriguing. Ki on your Instagram post, you said, I made this track.
Mm-hmm.
And after the day after I made this track, you had this kind of a thought that Baby Metal should be on this. Is that right?
No, that's not how it happened. We had met Kowa Metal in Japan. Kowa Metal is the
Hanji.
brains behind Baby Metal.
Baby Metal,
Okay, he's
Hanji.
the guy who gets everything done. उससे मैंने बोला था कि after discussing about इधर उधर की बातें, small talk and all, I said कि एक करते ना साथ में कुछ,
अच्छा,
ठीक है? तो उसने कुछ तब बोला नहीं. He was like, he just smiled, and I don't know कि whether
होगा
he's saying
कि-
yes or no,
yeah.
because there was a lot that was being lost in translation between us. We were talking through our booking agent, who wasn't like a translator. He just knew some English and all of Japanese. So, I was saying something in English and he was saying something to him, which probably didn't, communicate.
Yeah, yeah,
So he
got
didn't respond in a very, let's do it way, but he just smiled. So, that was the last show of our whole Rakshak tour thing.
Yeah.
We know कि अब घर जाके album 2 पे काम करना है.
Right.
Okay, album 2 पे जब काम चल रहा है,
हाँ.
तो एक गाना जो था स्पेसिफिकली,
हाँ.
मैंने ये सोच के रखा था, इस पे तो बेबी मेटल फीचर चाहिए हमको.
हाँ.
ठीक है, बात करेंगे, वो कैसे होगा, जैसे होगा वो देखेंगे.
हाँ.
I want a feature with them because the song had so much of like a lot of electronic element to it.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
heavily electronic.
Yeah.
There was so many synths throughout. Like the synth just won't fucking stop throughout the song. मैं जहाँ पे हटा दूँ वो बेकार लगता था.
हाँ,
ठीक है, so I just had
incomplete
it
लग
throughout,
रहा है.
and I was like, this song it's a great sounding song, but it doesn't sound like our song. Okay, and because I thought कि ये अगर if we have a baby metal feature it'll be so cool, वो वैसा ही बना. Okay, and then वो बन गया, सबको बहुत पसंद आ रहा है. Like everyone's like, this is so fucking cool, sounds so good. Because without the instrumental, without the vocals, it was sounding really good.
Yeah.
ठीक है, and I was like, देखते हैं बात करके कि करता है कि नहीं. तो that night what had happened was Koba had messaged me about some festival in India. I think he was asking about NH7 or something because
Achha.
he works with this company called Amuse, which is a big, I think, artist management company. So
Achha.
we have some other Japanese artist that was coming to either NH7 or some other festival, I can't
Right.
remember. He was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
asking about festivals in India.
Right.
And I was telling him, yeah, these are the festivals, ye aise hain, ye wo. And then he said, out of the blue, he said, it'll be really cool to, actually, let me just pull up that message and see exactly what he said. Yeah, the last message was, right before he asked, was, it must be either NH7, Weekender or Bandland. These are great festivals to play at. India doesn't
Nice.
have many festivals, but these are great, at least according to Indian standards. And then he said, thank you. I would definitely like to go there at least once. Let's keep in touch. I would be happy if there was a collaboration song or event between Baby Metal and Bloodywood.
Ah,
Okay.
Nice.
And that's when I was like, Oh wow, that's such a great idea.
I've already been
let me take this forward over email.
Man, that's so
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. So I didn't give him space to breathe. I was like, बोल दिया ना.
अब होगा, अब तो करना ही है. There's no way to back out.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how it happened. And I sent him.
Yeah.
I actually sent him two instrumentals.
अच्छा.
One was
Bake Off?
Bake Off, and the other was Tadka. Okay, I sent him
अच्छा,
essay. Ki,
अच्छा.
this was also something I made.
Yeah.
I really like. Just
Yeah.
listen to it. He said, okay, you know what? How about we do a feature on Bake Off that goes in your album,
Nice.
and how about you give Tadka to us
Oh.
and we release it on our album. It wasn't
Oh.
called Tadka. It was called something else. I think
Right, right.
some
Work in
working
progress.
title कुछ
Yeah,
था.
yeah.
But he meant कि भाई ये हमको दे दे.
हाँ.
इसमें हम तुम्हारा नाम डाल देंगे. हम भी वो करेंगे. इसको change
अच्छा.
करेंगे. ये करेंगे. वो करेंगे.
Right.
And I was like, fuck. We can't do that because we are so short on time. We are constantly short on time, dude. And हमको album delivery date है already.
Yeah.
You know, बन गया है सब कुछ. So I told him, I'm really sorry, we can't do that. But
Yeah.
what I can do for you is once all of this is made,
Yeah.
I will make a new song for you, which
Oh,
you can
shit.
put on your album.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So then after ये हुआ, after they did like Bake Off, I made another song, and then his team worked on it, rearranged it, changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so that song is us featuring on their song. So that song is called Con exclamation mark Con exclamation Con.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this
Con
is-
featuring Bloodywood. That's coming on
Shit.
their album.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
अभी
gonna be
उन्होंने
fun.
announce कर दिया है, which is why now I can talk about it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man. This
Yeah.
is really cool. I had not heard about this.
Yeah, no
Maza
one's
आएगा.
heard about this. You heard it first here.
Yeah. Dialing back to
Yeah.
this thing now. So I was very curious. Did you feel that energy that you put into creating that song and the belief that you poured into it? You know, कि baby metal के साथ collab करना है. Call it manifestation for lack of a better word. Did you feel that something was working behind the curtains there?
I feel that all the time, dude.
Really? Yeah.
All the time. But generally in situations when we want to get out of some bad situation,
हाँ.
तो somehow हम बच जाते हैं.
हाँ.
तब मेरे को लगता है कि तब ज़्यादा लगता है कि
तब
manifestation is real. You know, yeah, this was probably the first positive example in my
ये तो
life.
ज़्यादा जाती है ना. Does it feel any different from just sitting and wishing for something? I know it must be hard to describe this thing.
I don't really vocalize it. If I want something, I won't say it out loud or tell people कि मेरे को ये चाहिए ही चाहिए या कुछ. You know, I just keep repeating it in my head
You just
and
keep
working
going over
towards it. Last album cycle,
Yeah.
like we were really gunning for a Billboard position.
Yeah.
Okay, which I feel now, in hindsight, was a very stupid thing. I mean, I shouldn't say it, but
Please
it
do.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It really, these Billboard positions, they can be so easily manipulated. It's not
Yeah.
even funny.
Really?
It's not even funny, dude. I know it sounds good to say कि
Yeah.
oh we came on this chart on Billboard has like I think more than 100 charts.
Yeah.
First of all,
There are charts and top 100,
इतने
top
सारे
200, top
बहुत सारे
300,
charts हैं.
बहुत
ठीक है,
सारे,
you can
सच्ची
you can release something right now
Yeah.
and put it under a category and you can be on the top of that chart because that chart has not a lot of competition.
Create your category
Yeah,
for
I
yourself.
mean you can't create a category, but there are charts where it's almost like there's no activity happening and you can kind of manipulate yourself. It's like the Grammys, dude. Do you know how many Grammy categories there are? There's a category for children's book narration. You can get a Grammy for that.
Wow.
Okay. So there are like more, I think 58 or I don't know the number.
Yeah, I
the
don't.
types of Grammys you can get. So when you see under someone's profile, na,
Yeah.
कि I'm Grammy award, I mean I won a Grammy or
Yeah.
Grammy nominated.
Yeah.
Always check which category it's for. Okay, because these categories are so random that you'll be surprised, dude. Dude, it's such bullshit. It is such. It can be so easily manipulated, you know.
Yeah.
And at one point of time, क्या होगा ना? If you just stick to your art, you just do what you're doing. When you're big enough, you won't even bother about these things. You know, you'll be like, you know,
I
once you
don't need
find
that.
out कि ये सब क्या है, it just shatters. That illusion just goes away.
Wow.
So I feel that at that time we gunned so hard for it. I was manifesting it so much in my head. तो मेरे में ना वो दिक्कत बहुत आई.
That's good. आप दिक्कत बोल रहे हो, but I think it's kind of a superpower,
No,
right?
it's not. It is not.
It's not.
No, it's not. It's a horrible place to be because look at the target I put. Right.
वो तो but ठीक है ना. अब आपको retrospect में लग रहा है ऐसा because in retrospect things are always easier. But I'm sure that had some role to play as a part of your journey. Maybe it was just for this lesson, but
Could be.
I'm sure it had. Like I don't know. I believe that everything happens for a reason. So
Could be.
like while your feeling is justified, I don't think it would have been for a waste. Like it's
Right. Well, yeah, I did learn a lot of lessons because of that. So yeah.
So now we're gonna do a quick
Mhm.
quick fun little segment.
Okay.
And this the title of this is In the Band Who is the Most Dash. And I will tell you like one thing, and you have to just tell one of the band members.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Alright.
So in the band, who is the most optimistic?
Rahul.
Who is the most careless?
Vishesh.
Who's got the best hairstyle?
Sarthak.
Who is a clean freak?
Me.
Yeah. Who is dirty?
Holy shit. I think everyone but me.
Because this is the clean freak talking. Who is the most organized?
No one, dude. It's hard. Probably Rahul. And he won't believe me that I said this.
Yeah.
But he's the most organized in his sleep and his recovery and his eating. And he's like very organized that way. That wo
Nice.
chahiye to chahiye. He will get it done.
He'll get it.
So that way, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who is the wisest? Come on, bro.
Wrong band, dude. Wrong band.
He took everybody down with him, guys.
Wrong band. No one's wise.
Who is always getting lost?
Vishesh.
Who's always getting late?
Vishesh.
And who is always getting baked?
Vishesh. Wow, dude.
3 for 3. Who is the earliest to rise?
Me.
Who is the first to pass out during a party?
Rahul.
And who gets drunk the easiest?
Jayant.
That was awesome. Thanks, man. That was fun.
If you are an indie musician, then you know the value of making your music reach the right audience. Muso Soup is here to help you with just that. If you're a beginner, an intermediate, or a pro musician, there's something for everybody. From understanding how marketing works and creating your first press kit, all the way to getting your track featured on Spotify playlists, blogs, and influencer videos, Muso Soup has got you covered. Check out www.musosoup.com to know more.
How do you like Bangalore? You've
Bangalore,
been to...
yeah, I've been to Bangalore multiple times. So
Yeah,
I've
recently.
generally been in the Indiranagar area. And I love the vibe, dude.
Yeah.
मेरे को बहुत पसंद है. I really like the vibe of that city.
So now we have got the list.
Do you want me to start with the list?
Yes, please.
Okay, take
Please
it.
do.
Sukhjeet ka. Right? Sukhjeet is a engineer.
Right.
Alright. Goods. He wanted to say goods, but he said good. And how did he say it? Floor Tom goods as well. Okay. सुनते हुए. He wanted to say deliver, but he said deviler. Okay. Right. Sukhjeet का बहुत मुश्किल है. I'm gonna move on to mine.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to say धब्बे, I said ढाबे. Bomb को bomb. Sean को son. ठीक है.
San bhaiya.
Everybody को एडी बाडी. नवीन. गाजर को गजर. Okay. Should we do it? Should we do it? Which is fine. ठीक है. Roshan. Good night को go right. That's his only mistake throughout the tour.
And what a mistake to make.
Okay. Vishesh की list. Okay. I'm gonna say wanted to say. Ended up saying.
Yeah.
Console. Console. Taste. Tisht. Bus. Truck. Redundant. Runtent. Phone. Fawn. Master tour. Master 2. Towel. Towel. Wait for this. Toes. Feet, fingers.
Oh my god. Toast. Feet fingers.
Natural instinct. Nationally instinct. Okay. In-ear transmitter. Machine. Cigarette. Sugrate. Demonic resurrection. Damic resurrection. Sir. Sar. It is okay.
Sir is.
Okay, yeah. So, you know, essay, like it's a long list for everyone.
Wow.
And we'd be on and on about it. But yeah, Vishesh ka takes the cake.
He's always feet fingers.
Feet fingers is the cutest.
That's to be fair, that's creative also. I feel not like
Post
you guys are
creativity.
gonna
You know, he can't remember the right word. He has to invent the right
feet fingers. Bloodywood's misnomer scoreboard.
It keeps on going, dude. It's, people who are not even in the band are getting added to the list. Like my girlfriend, she said she wanted to say Shisha, but instead said Chashma. Okay, so I messaged Sarthak and I said, "सुन, लिखिता की लिस्ट बना दे." उसने शीशे को चश्मा बोलते, तो उसकी लिस्ट भी शुरू हो गई.
I think I hope we'll meet again, and the next time we meet,
Yeah, the list is.
I'd love to. Yeah, see what all.
But I'll select the best ones for you.
Ha, please. Bandland. You guys recently played at Bandland. I think just this winter, right?
Yeah.
Few months ago.
Yeah.
What was that like? What did you think about the festival actually?
I think it is the best festival in all of India for bands because it was the closest that I saw a festival being to a European or a US or a UK festival.
Yeah.
The way it was organized, you know, the way everything was on time, the way people knew what they were doing. Excellent stuff, dude.
Yeah, even
excellent stuff.
Even on stage, the sound and everything, like the.
I can't really remember the sound. I know Sukhjit was very happy with their system.
Yeah.
But I think India doesn't lack in terms of availability of or production that per se. We lack in organization.
Yeah.
उसमें बीटी होती है अपनी.
अरे बाप रे बहुत. I agree. As a first season of Bandlands I did attend. So from that experience I completely agree with you. Like as a concert goer, I love that, man. That's the one concert I didn't have to wait in line for like hours. I actually just went through the security.
Yeah.
Everyone's sweet, peaceful. They've checked you. You're all clean. Go through, have fun.
Yes.
That's it.
For the other side also, I mean for the artists, also it was very well organized and we didn't have any problems at all.
Nice.
It was really good. Yeah, I think it is by far the best.
Yeah.
And everyone else should learn from them, especially the festivals in the Northeast. Please, guys, get your shit together. I'm so angry at them.
Yeah.
The way they're organized is horrible, dude.
Everyone wants to party. I think that's one thing.
Most people are drunk, dude. Like most people on the team working the festival are drunk.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, you can't have a festival like that. We have no dearth of manpower in India. All right. If you can get alcohol in such a remote place and you can get drunk, you can also work. They have such a great audience there.
Yeah.
The audience is amazing. Like इतना बढ़िया crowd है उनके पास and इतना large crowd है. They could compete with the rest of India just in terms of festival goers. Okay, they could. But the festivals are horrible, man.
Shit. Yeah.
They're horrible, dude. Like there is no organization there. At least to the ones I've been and the guys have been, they need to really pull up their socks.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talent there as well. So I think
100%.
Yeah, man.
Very, very talented musicians. I don't know whether you were there during the. I mean, at least in Delhi, there was this huge battle of the bands thing, which went on forever. Like there used to be college competitions.
Yeah. I remember that era of things.
And the moment we see a band from the Northeast, we know we're losing.
Oh man,
we know we know it's over, dude. It's over. Yeah, it's over when they're there.
They're gonna just whitewash.
They'll wipe the floor with us, and not even know that they did something so. Impressive.
Just chilling. I hope for the talent's sake, they kind of get some things together. Some festival kind of pulls in. So, when you were about doing these covers, right? This is again, I'm kind of flashing back here, 2017 or even further back, 2010. I think that's when around that time, say. आप ये consciously कर रहे थे? Like, did you somewhere know कि there is a need to build an audience and this is the way to go about it?
Yeah. It was all very, very elaborate plan.
Wow. Yeah. That very just makes it all the more impressive. Yeah. Like I have to say, man, that's really incredible. And
it's not, honestly, it's not.
Yeah, you don't think so?
It's not really because I just had access to the internet. I feel maybe a year or two before the rest of most of the musicians, and I just had. I mean, I spent way too much time on YouTube. Just looking at very early creators and figuring out that how you can have a massive audience globally, and I just got lucky, dude. Just got lucky. The one thing that I did differently was I did not indulge in the local scene at all. The moment ये band वाला scene खत्म हो गया था and then I was just working on my solo project and recording music.
Yeah.
So I just secluded myself from the local scene entirely and just worked on music and just started putting it out there. And at that time, for someone to put out music was nowhere as easy as it is today. You know, उस समय कोई अगर गाना निकाल रहा है, okay, so it's a big deal. Okay, because that person probably went to a studio to record it and put it out there. Okay, and they put it on Reverb Nation. And, you know, all that stuff. You know, so and YouTube and here and there. So it was a big deal for anyone to release music at that time. I just did it very frequently because I taught myself how to record and everything on YouTube.
Reaper was your first DAW.
Still is. Like still on
beautiful,
Reaper. Reaper for life.
But I still think it takes a lot of insight and also takes a lot of the inside part is कि आपको पता था you wanted to build an audience and then you're able to having a vision is one thing that itself is you know, let's say we'll chalk that up to luck. I know you like to do that. So let's say कि वो part में you got lucky, but then having the guts to say कि I'm not going to say do everything that everybody else is doing around me, no? Because that pressure somewhere would have been in your mind, or were you very clear then कि you know मैंने try कर लिया है सब कुछ that this is going to be my thing and this is what I
was very clear. You were very clear on it. In fact,
that's nice.
My favorite question to ask young musicians right now, or musicians who you know come to me for advice is, why do you want to play live? Okay. Why? क्यों shows क्यों बजाने हैं? क्या है?
क्या रखा हुआ?
Reason क्या है? Why is it? And if I ask you, if you're a person who wants to play live and everything, what's the answer you're going to give me?
Performance. I want to put out a performance and connect with people. Right? That's the thing.
But that's not how people discover you. You go and if you're a young band or young artist जो भी है, तुम जाके किसी क्लब में बजा रहे हो, जो ओनर तुम्हें बोल रहा है भाई सुन देखो 5,000 रुपए दूंगा मैं, तूने 3 घंटे यहाँ परफॉर्म करना है, तेरे को एक्सपोजर मिलेगा साथ में, तो you know इस पे खुश रहे. Okay, you're like yes, you know I'm gonna do this. I just want to fucking perform. I want to put my music out there. You go and you play to these people who don't give a fuck about your music. You know they don't know who you are. Okay, because that's not how people discover music anymore. Okay, वो बहुत पुराना टाइम था कि people used to go to gigs and discover music and then follow the band, and वो वाला scene तो इंडिया में था भी नहीं कभी for the first, you know.
We only got like the afterthought of that scene. थोड़ा सा ना,
बहुत थोड़ा सा था during 2007 to 2010 जब थोड़ा सा culture आया था. For some reason there was a spurt of it, went away, but you know people are just like they pick up instruments, they form a band, which is very rare आज की डेट में, करते भी नहीं, उतना भी नहीं करते, and they want to just go out and play live. चाहे 50 लोगों, नहीं हमको बजाना ही बजाना है. क्यों बजाना है? You put out your music out there first, ठीक है, म्यूजिक डालो, उसको प्रमोट करो, ऑडियंस वहाँ बनाओ, and they will come to your show, and when they sing your lyrics back to you, then you're gonna go home inspired and write more music. ठीक है, ये उससे 50 लोगों के सामने तुम बजा के कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Okay, like it's not, nothing's gonna be nothing. You're moving no wheels by playing in front of, you know, even I would say even 100 people. अगर 100 लोग भी आ रहे हैं, उसमें से एक भी कन्वर्ट नहीं होगा, नहीं होगा, बिकॉज अगर तुम 100 लोगों वाली जगह पे गिग बजा रहे हो तो सिस्टम तो छुट्टिया होगा वहाँ. ठीक है, द पीएस गोना बी फक्ड, नो वंस गोना केयर अबाउट क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा.
फ्रंट ऑफ हाउस कुछ भी नहीं, जगह भी नहीं होगी हाफ द टाइम इन दिस क्लब्स.
स्टार्ट एट 500. वंस यू नो दैट यू हैव लाइक at least 500 people who are going to show up,
then you come in,
then you start playing live. Create an audience, no?
Wow. Yeah. Ultimately, that's the biggest kind of power of an artist, right? Having that audience.
Yeah. I mean, I won't say power. I would say कि an artist doesn't exist without an audience. Right? You just don't exist if you don't have an audience. And यहाँ पे एक problem ये है, लोग ना scene को बहुत गाली देते हैं कि यार सीन नहीं है इंडिया में, यार कल्चर नहीं है इंडिया में, यार ये नहीं है. मैं कह रहा हूँ आर्टिस्ट कहाँ है? वेयर आर आर्टिस्ट्स ऑफ नोट? Please tell me that, because an artist creates audience. Okay, the audience doesn't create an artist. It doesn't work that way. अगर audience नहीं है तो वो इसलिए क्योंकि artist ही नहीं है भाई. Sorry. How is Anuv Jain filling 20,000 people in a room? In a stadium. ठीक है, और तुम बोल रहे हो audience नहीं है. ठीक है, heavy music की audience नहीं है तो ढंग का music बना लो यार. ठीक है, make good heavy music. Learn from the response that you're getting from people. You know, वही नहीं है यहाँ पे दिक्कत इंडिया की बहुत है in heavy music, man. People are just, the moment they pick up a guitar or they pick up the mic, they think कि now the world should bow to me. You know, मैंने तो effort डाल के music बना दिया है, तुम हो तुम नहीं सुनते, you know?
Wow, that was so perfect.
No, it is true. Tell me you haven't heard it.
I would be lying to say if I didn't feel it also at some point in my life. I've throughout my journey made something, and at some point I would have felt that I've done so much. Entitlement,
Yeah.
it comes, but
It does.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, you know.
You have to move past that.
You
no?
make, ठीक है, तुमने अपनी जान लगा दी एक एल्बम में,
हाँ.
ठीक है, and वो गाने किसी ने नहीं सुने.
Yeah.
Bro, you have to die 100 times before someone is going to listen to your music.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to go through that entire process.
Yeah.
You can be very lucky, like I don't even know if any artist is ever lucky. You know, like कि एक गाना निकाल के बहुत फट गए, वो viral artists ही होते हैं जो जिनका थोड़ा होता है. Instagram वाले जिनको थोड़े time के लिए fame मिलता है, and then
थोड़े time का ही रहता है.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
उनका है, they chase that कि भाई एक गाने की वजह से क्यों नहीं हो रहा, उसका तो हो गया, मेरा क्यों नहीं हो रहा. The thing is, that's not how it works,
That's
man.
not
It's
how
just
real
not.
artistry is.
Yeah. You really have to die 1,000 deaths before
Wow.
you can fill up a 500 cap room.
I heard something recently which is very similar to what you're saying, ki you don't get failure for free. You have to like earn the right
Yeah.
to say ki I've failed, because that means you've tried, you've put your heart and soul into it, and then it's not worked.
Yeah, dude, that's beautiful.
And I'm sure it feels very like simple आपको लगता होगा, because I know you've said this before कि you got lucky, but I think there was a lot of power in first recognizing that you had to build your audience, because it really inspired me. I had seen you guys, but when I had the pleasure of doing such a deep dive and really understanding your entire journey, I was like, wow, okay, this is a new paradigm, because for whatever reason, I never thought beyond those gig scenes. Like for me, it was still ki, acha, I need to do these many gigs in my city.
Yeah.
Like my thinking was, I'm not making this up, शहर पे कब्जा करना है, फिर बाद में ऐसा करते हुए चलेंगे.
Yeah.
And to flip that on its head, because there's no reason to like क्यों करना है, शहर पे क्या कब्जा करके करोगे.
It's outwards in.
Yeah.
It's not inwards out.
Yeah.
You have one person in every city listening to your music, and that is power.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
That's more.
वो धीरे धीरे करके when everyone speaks, then people in your city will hear, कुछ तो बात होगी इनमें. Why are they so popual? Let me give them a shot.
क्यों चल रही है?
So,
Nice.
You've seen our scene, dude.
Yeah,
like, कोई थोड़ा सा भी अच्छा कर रहा हो ना, fuck them. Yeah, they're not true, man.
They're just like a diluted version of it. So in this entire process of building this up, you had a lot of exposure to creating a lot of content also, right? Obviously, like
yes,
as we've all seen.
Yes.
How many different hats have you worn? How many hats has Karan worn throughout this journey? Like, what are the different things you've done skill-wise?
I think I still am wearing all of those hats.
Yeah,
so,
still the same.
Yeah, so I've, of course, like recording was the first probably thing.
Yeah.
Where, shooting videos, editing videos, doing some, VFX work.
Yeah.
Direction and, learning how to light things properly. Learning about, different video codecs and, formats to shoot on.
Yeah.
Learning about different systems about, in terms of ऑडियो की भाई डांटे क्या होता है, तुम्हारा एनालॉग के थ्रू कैसे करते हैं, डांटे पे कैसे ले जाते हैं, वो सब लाइक अ लॉट डूड, अ लॉट. या अभी बट थैंकफुली आई एम नॉट एडिंग टू दोस हैट्स एनीमोर.
अच्छा.
क्योंकि नाउ सुखजीत एंड सार्थक टेक केयर ऑफ टेक, so I've actively stopped like learning more tech stuff so that I can focus more on the creative stuff. अभी very recently I got into live lighting कैसे होती है, Grand MA3 जो console है, उसका process क्या है, how do you program lights and ये सब चीज़ें, and how SFX is controlled, and it's a lot, dude. And then उसके बाद logistics, how travel as a band works. What's a carnet? You have to make a passport for your gear. That's a different thing altogether.
Wow,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's called a carnet. I was surprised to know that even massive Bollywood artists that go to Canada and fill out stadiums, even they don't know about this.
Really?
I don't know how they function.
Someone's doing it for them, obviously.
Someone is doing it for them.
Yeah.
But if that someone, this one company in India decides to not do it, they are fucked.
They are fucked.
So they don't know. It's abhi to ye na, maybe the artist doesn't know.
Yeah.
Right? But like people under them. Like for example, there's an artist that blew up very recently from India.
Yeah.
So their team was just confused. How do we do this on such a big scale? And what is this? What is that?
Yeah.
There are no proper tour managers in India. You know, there are no proper logistics or logistics companies for artists in India. There's no one to tell you कि भाई ये चीज़ें करनी होती है. We had to learn it the hard way. How? By getting stuck at ports, by you know telling custom officials at different countries telling us that that's it, you're not crossing beyond this point because you don't have XY document, and you can now stay here forever or go back to India. You know.
What was that? That would have been so stressful, man. Like because you're on tour and like someone is like telling you कि जा ही नहीं सकते हो. Like
let me tell you this one story, okay? So अभी Brexit हुआ था, right? Brexit अभी भी चल रहा है in some ways कि भाई process उनका चलते जा रहा है. So what in 2019 you could literally waltz into UK with no questions asked. 22 में जब हमने टूर किया था तो हमको एक डॉक्यूमेंट बोला था बनाने के लिए which is called a carnet, which is basically a passport for your gear.
Right.
Okay, now when you cross into UK from Europe, ठीक है, border पे checking होगी. Okay, and they will check each and every fucking thing that you have. Okay, if you are a band. ठीक है, so वो सब कुछ चेक करते हैं. You have to have documentation for everything. You have to have a carnet which is made by FICCI in India, and it's and ATA, which is the global coordinator of carnets. Okay, बहुत complicated लगता है सुनने में थोड़ा, but it's just paperwork.
It's just getting that document.
You can get it done very easily if you know what you're doing. ठीक है, वहाँ पे क्या हुआ कि now this carnet, this particular file has to be signed at every airport. Every airport that you go to. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like a passport, right? हमने इंडिया से गए थे यूरोप, ठीक है, कहाँ लैंड करे? जर्मनी. ओके, जर्मनी वाले ने अपना स्टैंप मार दिया उस पर.
राइट.
वहाँ से हम गए फ्रांस, कैले पोर्ट. व्हेन वी वर गोइंग टू यूके, जब हमने सारे शोज यूरोप के बजा लिए, हम हमको यूके के बजाने. ओके, व्हाट आर वी गोइंग टू प्ले? डाउनलोड फेस्टिवल. ओके, डाउनलोड फेस्टिवल इज द वेरी नेक्स्ट डे. वी आर एट कैले पोर्ट. नो सॉरी, ब्लड स्टॉक फेस्टिवल, नॉट डाउनलोड. डाउनलोड वाज 23, ब्लड स्टॉक वाज 22. ओके, कैले पोर्ट पे हम हैं, ठीक है. मैं रात को 2 बजे हमारा वैन वहाँ पहुँचा है और मैं गया हूँ वहाँ पे उनके कस्टम्स ऑफिस में, विच इज़ कॉल्ड दुआ. वहाँ पे फ्रांस वाले बंदे ने साइन कर दिया. चलो भाई
निकलो. फेरी
लिया, फेरी लेके यूके पहुँचे हैं. यूके पे गया तो यूके वाले कस्टम्स ऑफिस पे गया. उसने देखा जर्मनी इज़ फाइन, फ्रांस इज़ फाइन, इंडिया से जब तुम आए तो किसी ने साइन नहीं किया. मैंने कहा मैंने तो करवाया साइन. एंड देन ही शोड मी कि that the officer at IGI wrote everything कि हाँ check did not sign. जहाँ साइन करना था. And he was like, okay, well, it's not signed, your carnet is invalid, I can't help you, sorry, you can't travel with this gear, you're welcome to, you know, leave your stuff here, pay 50% of its value right now in pounds to us, which is, you know, half a fucking crore. Okay. Sheesh. And you can then take your gear with you and then, you know, play that show or whatever. And we're going to play Bloodstock Festival. Okay. And we are fucked. ठीक है. मैं और जयंत ही उठे हुए थे, बाकी सब सो रहे थे उस समय. And I was like, उनको उठाते नहीं है, सब बहुत स्ट्रेस आउट हो जाएंगे. No one in India is picking up. We're trying IGI airport, we're trying customs offices, we're trying everything in the fucking world. Yeah. One person picked up. Okay. एक बंदे ने फोन उठाया बहुत नींद में. Some guy at IGI, I don't know which office he was in. Okay. And I told him, sir, please फोन मत काटना, मेरी बात आप प्लीज ध्यान से सुनो क्या हुआ है. ठीक है, आपने ही फोन उठाया है, किसी और ने फोन नहीं उठाया. मैंने उसको एक्सप्लेन किया इतनी सिचुएशन पूरी. एंड ही वाज लाइक, अच्छा क्या, तो मैं क्या करूं? मैंने कहा कि सर प्लीज आप एक ईमेल कर दो इनको. इन्होंने एक they gave me an email address and said कि if the customs officials from India send me an email and say कि उनसे गलती से हुआ है, then we'll let you go. Okay, so we were trying to do that. तो वो मैंने कहा एक ईमेल आईडी है, इस पे आप प्लीज ईमेल कर दो कि ये मिस हो गया था, कार्ने नंबर ये है वो है. कहता मैं ईमेल करूंगा तो मैं तो फंस जाऊंगा. तो मैंने कहा सर फंसे तो हम भी हैं यहाँ. ठीक है, और मैं आपको फोटो भेज देता हूँ कि ये हुआ है वो हुआ है, आप मेरे को अपना मोबाइल नंबर दो, मैं व्हाट्सएप करता हूँ. तो मोबाइल नंबर मैं क्यों दूँ अपना? ठीक है, वो फुल उसमें. तो आई वाज लाइक सर प्लीज़ ये ईमेल एड्रेस है, आप प्लीज़ ये कर दो ईमेल, ठीक है, ऐसे ऐसे करके और भेज दो. ठीक है. देन ही गेव अ वेरी लॉन्ग साई. ओके, करता हूँ करके फोन रख दिया. ठीक है. एंड वी लाइक इसने किया, हो गया क्या and then the customs official comes to me and says yeah we got an email so you're good to go okay
Man.
उसने email print out किया okay email print out किया and he attached it to the carnet and the email address that the Indian official used was something techreviews@gmail.com okay वहाँ से उसने email किया इनको because he didn't want to use the official .gov.in वाला ID and ये customs वाले इतने चूतिए हैं इन लोगों को लगा कि हाँ वही होगा
They didn't even
check bro they didn't even check they didn't even see कि ये actual है कि नहीं they just wanted an email to come to that office and भेज दिया उन्होंने
Like I am so happy
Yeah, dude.
कि you guys went through like cross finger touch wood. That's insane.
Yeah,
but
fuck, dude.
मतलब I can't
it
even
took that.
imagine आपकी कितनी फटी होगी because
बहुत.
just listening to this story I'm like what the
yeah and you know we didn't have half a crore lying around just to pay customs
क्या करोगे
you know?
यार like what you can't get all new gear the entire rig like there's no way out of this
Impossible.
it was just that was coming through or it wasn't and
yeah अरे बहुत चीजें हुई हैं
यार.
like the German police have let dogs loose on us
what
once yeah and
Really?
yeah France में some old lady called the police on us thinking we're terrorists and we were just looking for our hotel बहुत चीजें like these things keep happening at this point we're like completely numb to it
just used to it
कि
like
ये तो हो
expecting it almost what was this dogs ka scene yaar
So this was a 2019 tour when we were at a gas station and we were just getting lunch. सार्थक निकला था वैन से and I don't know he was थोड़ा हम generally थोड़ा सा loud है right we're loud people
होता है
ठीक है इंडिया से हैं स्पेशली दिल्ली से तो थोड़ा लाउड होंगे तो हम जब बात करते हैं वी स्पीक थोड़ा क्रैसली एंड अट्रैक्ट अटेंशन कभी कभी तो सार्थक निकला था वो चिल्ला के कुछ किसी से कह रहा था सडनली दिस पुलिस ऑफिसर शोज अप एंड सेज where are you from what are you doing everything ये सब वो सब and we were like हाँ हम ये बैंड है ये है वो है ये हमारा सामान है ये अपनी वैन है हम टूर कर रहे हैं ये रहा टूर पोस्टर ये वो and मैंने इधर देखा तो there was another police officer hand on gun okay
hand is on the gun
yes just waiting कि भाई कुछ भी हो सकता है
he's like looking for a reason
no
just
I mean
he's just
to
on
protect
edge.
themselves yeah everyone's on edge
Right.
at this point
Yeah.
okay so the police officer told us okay now what you have to do is call everyone and I want all of your stuff outside the van in a very straight line and you guys in a very straight line okay and then they let these two dogs loose on us that first sniffed all of us everywhere okay बहुत like frantically
कोना
पूरा ऐसे लिटरली पूरा ऐसे ठीक है हर जगह सुन रहे एंड देन ऑन अ बैग्स अगेन ठीक है कुछ एक्चुअली कुछ नहीं मिला ओके बिकॉज हम बहुत सेफ रहते हैं ऐसे कुछ होता भी नहीं हमारे पास सो एंड देन
कुछ मिलने की चीजें नहीं है क्या
एंड देन दे जस्ट हैड टू लेट अस गो बिकॉज कुछ मिला नहीं है तो छोड़ दिया यू नो सो आई अंडरस्टैंड देम बीइंग ऑन एज आई नो शिट हैपेंस इन यूरोप टू you know it's fine that's the state of the world you know you can't really fight it you can't play any sort of victim card jo hai so hai just keep yourself clean and play by the rules dude
so in all of these hats no the production the director the music producer and everything in between how important was the hat of marketing like how important do you think marketing is
zero
really
anda बिल्कुल नहीं don't fall for it
don't have to market your music
don't fall for it dude don't absolutely not stay as far away from marketing as you can
very interesting man
every single number you see on social media can be manipulated very easily this includes your Spotify streams this includes your followers your YouTube views तो इतना it's a joke dude. it is a fucking joke you know ये है like you can very easily and what happens is they probably also don't know कि उनके साथ ये हो रहा है
could be again the people they're working with
I mean for me I can find out कब क्या होता है for example I'll give you an example okay if a video has 1 million views okay and if it has only 100 comments you don't have to you know you don't have to be a genius
that's
to figure out कि क्या हो रहा है
if you really snoop a little bit you really look at it
you don't have
know
to
what it is
really think about it so
that's very true
तो ये this is very easy to you know do and to inflate numbers and then say that listen you hired me so you got these numbers now you got to pay me okay now you got to do this, you got to do that, जो भी है, ठीक है. So don't ever go for
Not the marketing
No,
route.
never for me. Your music should be your agent. Your music and your video. Okay, video is as important as music today. Yeah,
That's interesting. So, in that way, you would say you kind of, again, marketing may be the wrong word I'm using here. Find a way to engage with your audience, is what you're saying. Is more important than trying to think of marketing. Because the temptation for a lot of artists is, see, marketing could also comprise of something like once you release the album, right? So, let's talk about Rakshak ki release.
Yeah.
You guys were going for, say, you wanted to be on the charts. Now, whether, like, leaving the discussion aside, being on the charts, somewhere it would have helped, even if it is just for a credential. Do you feel key?
Being on the charts?
Yeah, being on the charts. No?
Unless we were number one in the top albums chart.
Right.
ठीक है? And not just for 1 week.
Yeah.
You have to be consistently at least in the top 10.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you what. You can very easily get to a chart by having a very long pre-order time. If you have a 1 year's worth of pre-orders, what happens is वो सारे pre-orders get counted as first week sales.
Oh.
Right.
Wow.
So instantly you will be on the chart. Okay, the moment your album releases 1 week after, it's gonna count as all of those pre-orders as the sales of that week.
That week.
So for that week, you are number this on this chart,
Yeah.
and then next week you're gone. Okay, it's so easy to manipulate, dude. इतना आसान है. You know, back in the day, what labels used to do, they used to buy their own CDs and count them as sales. Yes.
Oh my God.
You know,
Just to blow that up.
just to blow the numbers up, they would do that.
Man.
ठीक है, CDs अपने खरीद लिए, label print कर दिए, हाँ भाई, हो गया,
हो गया.
numbers बढ़ गए, बन गया है सब कुछ. आजकल क्या चल रहा है? You make an album. ठीक है, these rap artists do it.
Yeah.
You make an album. What you do is you keep adding to that album. Okay, album release हो गया है, but तुम गाना नया निकाल रहे हो और तुम बोल रहे हो कि उस album का part है. What it does is it brings that album back up. Okay.
Oh.
फिर से आ जाता है ऊपर.
So the whole
फिर से-
album gets this thing again.
Yeah.
Man.
Another way people inflate their numbers is by having albums with way too many songs. अगर 20 songs है,
Yeah.
ठीक है. So the thing is, Nielsen SoundScan counts 10 songs as one album. But if you sell an album with 20 songs,
That's 2 albums. Really? What? That's.
I know, right?
That
I
is
know.
like.
these rules are so weird.
I
They're
think
so
it's almost like they're changing it too.
they do change it. They
Loophole
change a lot of things, dude. Like, and Abhi recently what they did was, the good thing was they added streams to count in album sales.
Yes.
1,500 streams counts as one sale.
Yeah.
But what they've done now is 1,500 streams count as a sale if those 1,500 streams come from a premium user, which is basically a user of, you know, Spotify ka membership or Apple ka membership.
Yeah.
And if they are free user hai wo, to you need 3,750 streams from them
For one sale.
for one sale.
Wow.
So, you know, everything, it feels like they're all working as one family to, you know, make the most money.
Exactly,
you know,
right?
and yeah, so
Like you can see the calculation.
Yeah.
3,750 people will watch that many ads, and then that kind of makes the
that
monetary
makes one,
equivalent of a
yeah.
sale for us. So that
वही उनके बेसिस पे तुम नाचते रहो और ये करते रहो क्या point इसका है
that's actually
focus
true,
on
man.
your music and build your audience that's
Yeah.
all that matters now here's where I will agree if you put $1 million on my song
Yeah.
ठीक है no force in the world can stop it from being a hit ठीक है
Nice.
क्योंकि मैं उस $1 million से पता क्या करूँगा I'm gonna first buy a lot of influencers okay to use my song in their video and say कि भाई ये गाना मजा आ रहा है ये कर रहा हूँ वो कर रहा हूँ and I will inflate the numbers on YouTube okay and on Spotify and everywhere else ठीक है वो कर दिया now you're surrounded by it when you open Instagram search page that artist is for some reason constantly coming on your search page
आ रहा है, तो
okay
दिमाग में
because you've
fit हो
paid
जाएगा।
for this influencers कर रहे हैं तो influencers बाकी जो बकरियां हैं वो भी वही करेंगे right
Of course.
and if you open your search page at any point on Instagram एक ना एक artist जरूर होगा okay and that's how you figure out that there's a big machine working behind this one person okay बहुत बड़ी machine है जो इसके पीछे काम कर रही है you know and that's the state of the industry.
One last final thought. Do you think that making a music video is a tool for marketing your music?
A music video is adding visuals to your music. It's not a tool for marketing. ठीक है, it's way more important than that.
Right.
ठीक है, because the way we consume music now is visual and audio.
The world is.
वो बात अलग है कि ऐसे से ऐसे हो गया. You know, first music videos were like this. Now they're like this.
More like that.
Okay, but it's still very much a visual and audio medium, and I would put visual before audio.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
And I'm not saying कि if you have a great video and an okay audio, then you will do good. No, audio मतलब तुम्हारा music तो अच्छा होना ही चाहिए.
at
It
least
should
that
be
level.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, and we all know what good music is.
Yes.
Don't give me कि भाई your music is very subjective. You
No,
can't.
no. That's not. We're not going down.
मतलब
there.
there are of course subcultures and very different tastes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
good music is good
It's
music.
good music. Yeah,
Yeah, खत्म बात
absolutely
वहीं
agree.
पे.
बिल्कुल
Yeah,
बिल्कुल.
now,
नहीं भाई.
video
Yeah.
जो है, a good video or a good visual is how the audience is going to discover your music. Okay, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Okay, Machi Basar 2019 release था.
हाँ जी.
ठीक है, the song actually came a year before. Okay, it came out a year before. No one gave a fuck. Okay, no one gave a fuck.
Yeah.
All right, because we didn't put a video out for it. The moment we put a video out for it, oh wow, these guys, oh let's book them here and there. Yeah, oh metal from India. Suddenly we're on like Steve's video,
Stevie D.
Yeah, Stevie T.
Yeah.
Stevie T's video. Suddenly everyone's talking about it. Suddenly Fuji Rock के बंदे ने देख लिया. He booked us there. You know, that's the power of a video, dude.
Wow.
Visual, that's reach. Okay.
Yeah.
There was zero, एक रुपए नहीं डाला उसमें हमने कि
पूरा
भाई
organic
ad
था.
चलाते हैं इस पे. You know, it was all like people watching and pushing it further.
Yeah.
And that's happened from day one abhi tak.
Nice.
You know, you just let people push it. And YouTube has spent billions, Google
Yeah.
has spent billions of dollars perfecting their algorithm.
Yeah.
So if you've made something good, it is fucking gonna reach the audience.
Content
it needs to. It
is
will.
king. Yeah.
उसको time दो, जाएगा वो.
जाएगा.
ठीक है. And if it
Nice.
didn't, it's not good. Because their algorithm is worth billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And you know,
You
they've
can't say कि
perfected
algorithm
it. Yeah, they've perfected it.
Yeah.
You know, हर चीज को वो भेज देगा
Yeah.
सही जगह पे. जैसे I get recommendations for videos with maybe 100 views sometimes.
Wow,
Right?
nice.
And they're actually good videos. So you can't
So the
you can't
algorithm
blame
knows.
the, yeah, just don't blame the system. You
Yeah.
know, system
Nice.
blaming khatam.
No more excuses, guys. No, but that is a very nice insight, and thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, because the gravity of the craft of the art itself,
Mm.
just hearing you say that feels nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel that more and more every day. Dude.
Yeah.
Every single day. और लगता है
yeah.
मेरे को कि भाई that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
बाकी सब is bullshit.
Shit.
Yeah.
That being said, let's do another fun segment.
Okay.
This is rapid fire. What was your personal favorite moment as a band?
It was in the US when someone told me that they didn't kill themselves because they heard our song on time.
Wow. G.V. Rekha tha, yeah?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. man.
Yeah. In person. I've had messages like this
Yeah.
before, but in person.
In person,
Yeah,
seeing
and
that.
then that person showed me a photo of their baby on their phone and said, so not just one life, 2 lives.
Oh,
Because they had a baby after
man.
that.
Fuck.
Yeah. Personal favorite moment.
Bro. What was your least favorite moment if you had to think of
Getting stuck in customs.
that was just
Yeah.
how do you stay hydrated on tour?
In the US, there's something called Pedialyte. In Europe, there's something called Sport something. I'm forgetting the name. But yeah, these are
Right.
electrolyte drinks.
Just
Perfect. Yeah.
How many elephants does it take to change a light bulb?
One.
What is a perfect day for Karan?
A rest day in a campsite. A day off in a campsite. Yeah.
If you could have one person over for dinner, dead or alive, who would it be?
My girlfriend any day.
Aw.
Dinner always with her.
Yeah.
No matter what. Yeah.
Karan is a cutie. Would you rather be able to teleport or time travel?
Damn, time travel, dude.
Name 3 reasons why you love Jayant.
Oh my god. You're really picking me on this one. Huh? Alright. He is extremely middle class. Okay. चाहे पैसे ना हो चाहे बहुत सारे पैसे हो. He's extremely
He's
fucking
always
middle
there.
class. Okay. दूसरा, he panics.
Huh.
Okay. But he uses his panic. He will get shit done when shit
While
hits the fan.
Yeah.
He won't be like he'll be like
channel it
okay,
and-
let's do it. Yeah. Okay, third is that I mean yeah, he's always on the he's always cracking jokes,
Mhm.
okay, which is also like a negative.
Huh.
But I would say it's too big of a positive to not
Nice.
include this. Yeah.
My next one was gonna be one way in which Jayant annoys you. So, jokes.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Like, he farts openly in public. I fucking hate that, but does it, yeah.
Part of the package. Name your fondest memory of Rahul.
There are many.
Mhm.
But this was when we were coming back from Russia. Basically, Russia.
Yeah.
We played a show in Russia, and then there was a storm, and we had to rush back to the airport.
Yeah.
And Rahul got extremely drunk. This is the only
Yeah.
time we got drunk. Okay, and he started doing these gymnastics within the van, and said, मैं हिंदी में PhD करता हूँ. So because we used to take his case on the fact that he's not very good at speaking Hindi.
Yeah.
He was like, हिंदी में मेरी PhD है, ठीक है ना? Like he's doing all of this. He's becoming Spider-Man, and then 5 minutes later he's like, guys, can we stop the van somewhere? I need to throw up. It was hilarious. Yeah.
That sounds very fun, dude.
It's one of the many fondest moments. Yeah.
What is something you're grateful for every day?
For how my life turned out.
If you could learn one skill overnight, what would it be?
Dancing.
What is something you've been procrastinating for a very long time?
I want to make a horror movie.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
India.
New Delhi.
Anywhere in India.
One thing that you missed about home while you were on tour.
My girlfriend, of course. But yeah, I'm saying that way too many times. So I'll say food.
What do you value most in a friendship?
Very tough question.
Yeah?
Very tough question.
Little tricky to think about it thoda, na?
Yeah. It's wow. Because it's like, no, it's not a one size fits all
Yeah, it is.
answer. It'll probably be the ability to see past your own flaws. The ability to actually see your flaws and, correct them. And not be stuck in,
Nice.
क्या कहते हैं, oh, मैं तो मैं हूँ,
मैं तो
कर ले
हाँ.
जो कर सकता है.
Yeah,
ठीक है, वो वाला scene.
nice.
I think that's not just friends, everyone. If people would just know what their flaws are and work towards them, the
Yeah.
world would be such a better place. But yeah, that's the
Nice.
one I would say. If I ever find a person like this,
Yeah.
तो वो मेरा best friend होगा.
Yeah, that was our little rapid fire segment. You said ki somebody who is able to see their own flaws and someone who's not in this chorka mode, right? Like always. Can I tell you a story? This is so.
Yes,
if you've I've made you speak a lot.
No,
also,
go ahead.
So our channel pe we do this thing where we tell like stories of songs and stories of the sound.
Yeah.
So I had this one story which I would like to share with you.
Yeah.
So in the Philippines, there is this really crazy karaoke culture.
Yeah, I know.
You've heard of this,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
people,
They're insane.
they're really
Yeah,
insane about
yeah.
like every kind of house, every living room.
Yeah.
There are karaoke bars, and this is
Yeah.
the whole thing. So I don't know if you've heard this story, but there is this one song which is kind of a killer song in the Philippines. The story goes that every time people have tried to sing this particular song in a karaoke bar in a public place,
Yeah.
it has led to the death of that person.
What are you saying?
I'm not even exaggerating. The song is called My Way, Frank Sinatra ka.
I haven't heard it, but I'm sure.
I did it my
Don't sing it, dude.
way.
What are you doing?
No guns. No, but
That's
this
happened.
is
Holy shit.
this is real, and this started somewhere around 2007, or there are earlier accounts of it, but for recorded accounts, let's say 2007, and the lowest estimate of the number of deaths from people singing this song is 6, and it goes all the way up to 12, and there are a lot of other unaccounted incidents where this has happened.
Okay.
And so obviously it's pretty mind-blowing, right? It doesn't make sense. How can a song lead to such a strong thing? One of the theories was that this song, which is My Way, and it's actually a cover of this original song, which is in French.
Okay.
So गाने का vibe is कि मैंने ये किया, I did all of this in my life, I made my mistakes, but I'd more over and above, I did it my way. So that's the kind of message of the song. So one of the theories is कि because the person singing may seem very arrogant or may seem like you know, my way. This is the whole thing. That could be one of the reasons why it leads to this kind of an outburst. But to be honest, none of the theories really make sense. This is just a theory.
Okay.
Another thing that is prevalent in the Philippines is a lot of this machismo culture.
Huh.
So, you know, ki, like Delhi mein bhi dekha hai na, ki you look somebody the wrong way, the wrong time and matter ho jata hai.
Yeah.
So that combined with the fact that they have a lot of unregistered guns in the country.
I see.
Yeah, so that is a thing.
I
But
didn't know that either.
yeah, even to be honest, even I didn't. When I found out about this song and I heard this story, I did a little bit of digging and I came across it. But I don't know, to me, none of these explanations were satisfactory enough because there are other slow songs that are being sung.
Yeah.
Like typically they like Scorpions, Dire Straits, and they want to belt music and play. So obviously if someone plays a slow song, you get it. I don't know if it warrants such a reaction though. And it's the weirdest thing is they have a subculture of crime in the Philippines which is called My Way Killings. Like you can even Google this, just My Way Killings, and this would come up. But it's crazy to me how a song can have that kind of a reaction. People have stopped singing this. Karaoke bars take it off of their venue.
Sounds like a episode on
Black Mirror.
Yeah, like
It
fuck,
really
what are you
feels
talking
like
about,
that.
man?
I did a lot of digging. So there's BBC, New York Times. Everyone's done stories on these, but
My Way Killings.
My Way Killings. It's just crazy. Like the police is like, "Acha, theek hai, fir se ho gaya." You know, who sang the song? Yeah, it's crazy, but so they did. It's like a whole taboo thing. So anytime one of the latest stories I heard was that someone started singing it, and you know everyone kind of gets still in the bar because everyone knows it's associated to this whole thing, and there's this air of like it's a curse song and stuff. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. And the person was a little nervous, and then they got a certain part right, and then the audience kind of applauded, and everyone was like, cool. And after that, he got carried away, and he started belting some parts, maybe let the emotion take over the voice, and you know, messed up the notes. This is also a theory that it's a heartfelt song, it's a popular song, but it's easy to mess it up. So, you know, Sweet Child of Mine, kitni baar sunenge? That vibe, right? So that happened, and then one person who was initially cheering this guy who's singing, he was cheering him on, and then suddenly it just changed. This guy pulls out a gun, and right there in the bar while that person is on stage was, you know, he was shot down.
Wow.
It's intense. Just, yeah.
Holy shit.
This is a story of the sound.
Shit, dude.
My Way by Frank
Shit,
Sinatra.
That's dark.
That is very dark, I know, but
The sure short way to die is
yeah,
cover that song in
the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Very crazy.
Noted.
Yeah. Mind blowing though, right? How
It
a
is,
song
dude.
can have like I still don't know. I can't
I'm
wrap
gonna
my head around
go
it.
home and like just dive into it now.
Please dive into the rabbit hole and tell me if you find something. I've still been probably have some time on our way back, so I'm gonna like dig into this as well a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's really crazy, man. No one's come up with the reason. And around last year, I think they dug into this a lot more. Like international attention came into this topic, and thank you for letting me that share. I just wanted to share that with you.
Mind me in
I
the
just
middle of
little
this
bit I had to. I was like, so taking away from there, I think let's get into a segment which I think you will really enjoy. This is called Let's Geek Out.
Oh, okay.
We like to geek out about like gear and tech and all that. So one little bit personal favorite question here.
Yeah.
I saw your YouTube description, Karan K channel ka, not Bloody
What
Woods.
is it?
I got it for you. Let me read it out for you.
Fuck, what did I write there?
Wait, it's very nice, man.
Oh, okay.
I make polarizing heavy music in Bloodywood
Acha, nah, I remember
and
it, yeah.
obsessed with how to make air move differently for better hearing pleasure.
Yeah.
I read this and I was like, ये बहुत सही बंदा है. इसको cymatics के बारे में पूछना है मेरे को एक बार पूछना है just to like I don't know, I just want to throw that out there and
Okay. I'm not like a big believer of the 432 thing. Yeah. I don't get into the spiritual side of sound.
Acha, nice.
Yeah.
I still really like the way you said I make air move differently for like
Because that's what
listening
music
pleasure.
is, no?
Yeah.
It's just air moving
Exactly.
in different
those
ways.
Yeah. You're working with Microtone somewhere around 2013 नहीं 2018 का था ये शायद.
Microtonal music?
Microtonal music, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just and all the only context I have is an Instagram post with like a lot of meters going up, and I couldn't figure that out. But
Yeah,
I wanted to
that's
know
so-
you guys experiment.
No. So I'll tell you what that is.
Yeah.
What is microtonal music? Microtonal music is basically not working within the limits of you know, your 12 frets or 11 frets, जैसे भी however you want to count them.
Right.
ठीक है. In Indian classical music,
Yeah.
ठीक है. Have you seen you've obviously seen how the sarangi is,
Yeah.
you know, and how many instruments are that do not have frets. It
Yeah.
works on a gliding system, right?
Yeah.
You glide your hands through notes and you create, you know, bends and vibratos in ways that are not possible on most Western instruments.
yeah.
ठीक है, most. I'm saying most because fretless वहाँ पे भी है. Like the violin is fretless for that matter, right? But they play it to perfection.
Yeah.
यहाँ पे नहीं है ऐसा. अपना थोड़ा सा free form रहता है.
Nice.
So what I meant by microtonal was कि in one of the, and that was not from 2013, that was abhi last year only. I was working with this one sample which was a sarangi solo and I was trying to figure out कि why is nothing working on this, you know, like I start a progression,
Yeah.
the first few notes are fine.
Yeah.
The moment I try to give some context to the
Yeah.
rest of the solo,
Yeah.
nothing's working, dude.
Man.
Nothing was working.
Yeah.
And the solo doesn't sound wrong. Okay. So what I did was I changed the tunings of the chords ever so slightly so that it fits into that particular solo section.
Shit.
And-
Did you do that by ear?
Yeah. It had to be done by ear
Nice,
because कोई भी वो पकड़ते नहीं है वो, you know, it's
It's in
such a
between.
flowing instrument and you know you just need to figure out कि कौन से chords क्या सही है. And then there's a synth layer that I added to it which had to then be pitch shifted to match it and accompany it perfectly. And I was looking at everything that I was making. I was like, what the f am I doing? ये क्या हो रहा है? You know,
Why is
like
it not?
yeah, the easiest way to do it, just slap auto tune on the solo and just do your you know, and but then I was like, nahi. You
It's
know,
not
no.
work. It's not fitting in
yeah,
the-
it's not worth it also. इतना effort डाल दिया, I want to see it through.
Yeah.
I saw it through. So it's basically the sarangi solo that plays in the middle of Hut, a song called Hut. उसके बीच में आता है वो.
Nice.
तो उसके पीछे के जो chords हैं, they'll seem like very normal to you.
Yeah.
They'll seem like हाँ ये तो बहुत normal सा progression है. But if you're playing along
Yeah.
on a guitar, you will feel that your guitar is not in tune.
Shit.
Like the first note is in tune,
Yeah.
but आगे it's not in tune. You'll feel कि intonation खराब हो गया, कुछ हो गया क्या. Try to match it, नहीं होगा.
This is cool.
So yeah,
Gotta try that.
that's the max
Yeah.
microtonal we've got. Besides, of course, our very flawed vocal takes and everything. वो सब तो
Chalk it up to
चलता
microtone.
yeah. Easiest.
चल जाता
Easiest
है.
explanation.
It's
yeah.
jazz. We're getting jazzy on you guys. Another really interesting thing I saw was when you were running the rig through your Variax.
That I used to do पहले, अब नहीं.
A while back, no?
Yeah,
Like where you said you had a LAN cable going into your guitar.
Yeah,
and all. I was
yeah.
pretty mind blown to
Oh,
hear
you've done
this.
your research. Huh?
देखा बहुत स्टॉक किया सर आपने.
Yeah, so it's not a LAN. I mean, it is a LAN cable.
Yeah.
But we call it an RJ45 cable because it's got a basically a protection around it when you plug it in. So it's got like a plug to it. अंदर वही होता है. Your LAN cable ही होता है. I could like literally plug a LAN cable, that would also work. But
to
with
have
an XLR का coating जो होता है ना, जैसे ये लगा है यहाँ पे इस पे. This one.
Yeah, got
So
it.
That
The
metal
end
part.
वाला.
Yeah. So
Nice.
उसके अंदर instead of 3 pins, there's a LAN
The
cable.
LAN का pin.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what the Variax works on.
Yeah.
But it's not a good instrument.
Yeah, how is your experience now? I know you've been endorsed by Ibanez as well.
Yeah.
How are they treating you? How are the guitars?
Ibanez are, of course, you
Yeah.
can't compare them to anything else in the market. They
Yeah.
have their own way of making things and
Yeah.
doing things. Their neck will not feel like any other neck
Nice.
of any other guitar.
Yeah.
ठीक है, of course, like you've got your chords and everything that are rip-offs and वो सब होता है, और rip-offs या जो भी inspiration.
Copies or-
Yeah,
yeah, of
yeah,
course.
yeah. But Ibanez is Ibanez. Like
Nice.
against every advice, I used only one guitar on this massive tour, and it's given me no problems at all. Held
Lovely,
up
man.
constantly. Solid guitars, dude.
Yeah.
कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है.
One more quick one. Bake Off में saw the breakdown and I thought it was very cool that you made Baby Metal. I want to say made them sing on Bhairavi, but you're jamming with international artists and you're able to bring that flavor of Bhairavi rag. I found that very cool.
Yeah.
Do you do that often? Like, do you have that like rag ki knowledge somewhere going on at the back of your head, or do you?
I do not have raag ki knowledge.
So how did you kind of come across that part, or how did you say कि ये Bhairavi होगा?
Because I played that note and
Yeah.
then I looked up कि कौन से scales में वो note आता है.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
man!
scale.
So you
that's
just
how I found, because I didn't want to talk shit on video.
Yeah,
I need
no,
to know
obviously
what I'm talking
educate
about.
ourselves before we- yeah.
वही. So
Nice.
That's how I found out कि ये है. But see again, we all know what those rags are. हमने बचपन से सुने, हमको पता है वो क्या है. We just don't know how to name them. ठीक है. It doesn't sound foreign to us. Sounds foreign to everyone else outside India and the Indian subcontinent, I would say. उनके लिए foreign है, हमारे लिए नहीं है. So उनको वो चुभता है कि ये गलत नोट मार दिया. हमारे लिए वो nice.
Yeah, it feels like ये क्या अरे तो उठाओ आ गया इसमें. It's like very cool.
Pineapple does it a lot. Pineapple Express उनके म्यूजिक में बहुत है, भर कर है.
Pentagram released an album in 2011 titled Bloodywood. Was that anywhere the inspiration for the project or for your name?
Pentagram, the Norwegian band called Pentagram.
No, Vishal Dadlani's Pentagram.
उसका Pentagram कहाँ से है? Norwegian band से है.
Maybe.
There was no inspiration, no nothing. I didn't even know about that album, dude. Honestly,
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
it was
cool.
just
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I gave you a very cheeky answer, but just I didn't know about that album. It's just Bollywood and Bloodywood just seemed natural to me. Ki bhai, ye if I want to make the anti-Bollywood band, what would it
That's
be?
what the emotion behind this was. We had the pleasure of meeting Carl Rock at Wacken Metal Battle, and he's been hanging out at. He was the jury there, and super sweet lad. We had a chance to catch up with him, and he's really nice. He was hanging out at Bangalore Open Air as well, and we saw him in the music video for New Delhi. What is it like hanging out and working with Carl?
Dude, it's so he was there.
Yeah.
वो तो ऐसे ही मतलब we shot our shot.
Yeah.
हमने कहा कि भाई दिल्ली के बारे में गाना बन रहा है. Who are the important people in Delhi that we know of and we like?
Yeah.
तो हमने सबको मैसेज कर दिया. ठीक है. Out of like 10, 9 of them replied कि yeah we're in. ठीक है. तो that's how we got in touch with Carl. उससे पहले we had never spoken to him. ठीक है. वो आ गया सीधा like it was literally like we said एक लंबा सा मैसेज भेजा कि ऐसा ऐसा हम कर रहे हैं, ये है वो है, ये है, दिल्ली को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, ये वो ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, तुम्हारा कंटेंट ऐसा है एंड आ सकते हो तो क्या लगता है आ सकते हो क्या? एंड उसने भेजा यप आई एम इन.
Wow, man, that's so.
टाइम पूछा कितना
लोकेशन. Carl is like the sweetest guy that way, man.
आते ही he was like all smiles. Just tell me what he has to do. His takes were flawless. गलतियाँ हमसे हो रही थी कैमरा में.
He's just like a pro, man. Saw him going around BOA also just shooting it like legend.
I mean he knows how the camera works and he knows what to do. No, तो उसने वो सब किया. He came to our show in Cologne. On this tour, वो वहाँ पे भी आया था तो वहाँ पे.
अच्छा ये recent वाली tour में. Nice. I saw Berlin में he did a video with you guys, ना?
It was Berlin, sorry, not Cologne. Berlin, हाँ Berlin. Berlin में ही वो अभी यही tour था जिससे हम वापस आए तो उस पे he made an expansive video about that.
Yeah, that was
so
really
nice
nice.
of him. Yeah.
Just like.
So yeah, it's these things, सोचने में ऐसा लगता है वो
पूछेंगे
हाँ क्या कुछ होगा या नहीं होगा, क्या पता नहीं बुरा ना मान जाए किसी चीज का. वो आएगा तो चाय पानी कैसे करेंगे, हमारे पास तो खुद के लिए कुछ नहीं है. मेट्रो में कर रहे हैं, क्या सोचेगा ये. कुछ दिमाग मत लगाओ, करो. Everyone had such a great time, dude. That was one of the most fun shoots I've ever done.
That's so
ठीक है, like it was hilarious also. कि भाई क्या हो क्या रहा है, मतलब उस बोगी में there was नोएडा मेट्रो का, ठीक है, वहाँ पे हम शूट कर रहे हैं, ड्रम किट लगे सब एक साथ हेडबैंग कर रहे हैं. बाहर से मेरे को लोग बता रहे हैं भाई सुन पूरी बोगी ऊपर नीचे हो रही है. ठीक है, मैं कह रहा हूँ करते रहो यार,
चलाते रहो.
जस्ट हमारे पास 4 घंटे हैं, कर दो, निकल जाएंगे. खराब तो ये सुबह देखेंगे ना. एंड इवन द पीपल वर्किंग एट द मेट्रो स्टेशन एट दैट टाइम, the thing why we did it in Noida Metro was these people were young and they wanted us there. Okay, जो काम करते हैं नोएडा मेट्रो के लिए. So the station master वो आया लास्ट में हमारे पास, कहता कि हमको बहुत मजा आया देख के.
अरे
वो
तो
CRPF guys were like क्या आप बहुत इतनी एनर्जी कहाँ से लाते हो, ये वो फोटो लेते हैं साथ में. तो हम ना एक चीज करते हैं जब फोटोज ग्रुप्स में ले रहे होते हैं ना, so we do a kamehameha.
अच्छा.
हम सब करते हैं and we see बाकी लोग awkwardly ऐसे देख रहे होते हैं. That's our pet. हम ये ऐसे करते हैं, ठीक है. तो हमने ऐसे कामयाब किया. स्टेशन मास्टर वाले अच्छा कामयाब कर रहे हो, मैं भी करूंगा.
So cool.
So they were all young. They were all like really cool people. बहुत हमको मजा आया था. It was really good. So again, it's just really cool, man. Like it's the Delhi vibe.
This is you're stranded on an island kind of situation. Okay. So you're somewhere inaccessible, and you get to take limited pieces of gear with you. If I had to just say like 5 pieces of gear that you could take with you, and this is like including everything end to end, cable chhod ke, guitar, amp, effects वगैरह. What are the things that are going with you?
5 pieces of gear going with me.
For guitar, for playing the guitar. Your guitar.
Playing the guitar or for recording music or making music? What are we talking about?
Making music.
Making music.
Yeah,
ना?
making
ठीक है.
music.
तो उसमें तो गिटार है ही नहीं. So
Oh,
yeah.
अच्छा?
Yeah, because it's just 5.
हाँ.
Okay. I'm carrying a laptop. I'm carrying a solar power source.
अच्छा.
Okay. I'm carrying
Oh,
a
love it.
solar cook.
Yeah.
ठीक है. And I'm carrying lots and lots of meal packages. ठीक है.
Nice,
Unlimited
man.
supply.
Yeah.
तो जीना भी तो है. ठीक है. And of course some sort of a Starlink. dongle.
Starlink भैया तो चाहिए ना
Dongle.
ऊपर से लगाने
Yeah,
के लिए.
yeah, yeah.
That's
आइलैंड में
nice.
फ्रेश वाटर तो मिल जाएगा.
मिल
क्योंकि अगर
जाएगा,
पेड़ पौधे
coconut
हैं तो हो
पानी,
जाएगा.
हाँ, हो जाएगा.
खाना मुश्किल है.
Yeah.
ठीक है. बाकी चीजें सब तो
वो
अगर
तो
म्यूजिक
होता
बनाना है इतना काफी है.
Done है.
You don't need your guitar.
When was the last time you just noodled on your guitar? Just played around like बिना कोई मकसद के, just kind of playing, having
Last year.
Last year. All right. When was the last time you took a shower?
Today.
When was the last time you ate vada pav?
Oh my God. 3 months ago. Easily right before the tour. Yeah.
ज़्यादा देर हो गई.
अभी घर जाते ही खाऊंगा. Yeah.
Last time you got into a fist fight?
Never.
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 जिंदगी में कभी नहीं.
My words are enough.
Last time you cried while watching a movie?
This was not a movie. It was a series.
Huh.
Punisher season 2 last episode.
When was the last time you made Maggie?
2020. 20, yeah, pandemic. 2020.
Pandemic time. Yeah. Last time you went to the mountains?
Shit. Oh yeah, last year, 2014 March. Yeah. December actually.
24 December.
2024 December. Sorry, not 2014. 2024. Last year.
Yeah.
December.
No worries. Got it.
Yeah.
Last time you felt like time was still?
Never felt like that.
When was the last time you lost in Tekken?
Somewhere on this tour.
Yeah.
I generally lose when I want to go to bed.
Yeah,
It's always planned.
करण को सिर्फ करण ही हरा सकता
Exactly.
Nice. Right. So another fun segment.
Yeah.
If your songs had to be food, I'm gonna tell you some of your songs and whatever. Like again, there's no this thing. Machi bhasad. Bhelpuri.
I guess maybe Belpuri.
Yeah, right.
Belpuri.
G Veere.
G Veere has to be water.
Gaddar.
Gaddar has to be boiled chicken. Boiled chicken and rice.
Nice.
Yeah, boiled chicken and rice.
New Delhi.
New Delhi.
हाँ.
छोले भटूरे bro.
अरे मजा आ गया भाई.
छोले भटूरे.
ये तो मेरे को पूछना ही है तड़का.
दाल तड़का हो सकता है bro, and राजमा चावल भी हो सकता है. It can be a lot of things.
Bake Off.
Oof, Bake Off.
हाँ.
Bake Off is not an Indian dish.
हाँ.
It will be California Reaper.
Oh, the pepper.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Because of the synths.
Halla bol.
All has to be jail food.
Jail food. Man,
Yeah.
fits the vibe. Okay, cool. That was our fun segment.
Alright.
And I'm gonna be really greedy here and just go in for one last one.
Let's do it.
What is the significance of the elephant to Bloodywood?
The elephant is just a representation of where we come from.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it just feels like when you think of an elephant, you think
Yeah.
of India.
Oh.
That's the only significance. उसके
Nice.
आसपास जो है the sun wheel behind
Yeah.
is the sun wheel from your the sun temple in Orissa. Okay. The
acha.
3 eyes have a different significance
Yeah.
altogether. So there's a lot going on in there, but the
Yeah.
elephant represents India.
Thank you so much for that, Karan.
My pleasure, man.
Thank you for all your time. I know you
Thank
guys
you for
have.
the tough questions, dude.
Yeah.
That was different and fun.
Yeah, I hope you had fun. Man.
Yeah, I did for sure.
I certainly did.
I mean, I know a lot of people don't know that we've released another album. So yeah, listen to it.
Check out New Delhi. Karan, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man. My pleasure.
That's a
See you
wrap.
guys soon.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to the 3rd episode of our podcast. If you like that conversation, consider watching another one of these on the screen right now. And if you enjoy this content, I need you to hit that subscribe button down below. We've got a lot of content coming your way, and that's gonna help us get it to you much faster. Until next time, this is Prince Charazad for Sinusoidal Music, signing off.